Welcome to the Where's the Finish podcast. We are three runners talking to our friends, sharing stories about running, train life, and asking the quintessential question, where's the finish? WTF.
Welcome back to Where's the Finish podcast. I'm Kevin.
I'm Joe.
I'm Shae.
And tonight we have a very special guest, Mr. Lawton Cox.
Hola.
How you doing,
Yay,
Lawton?
Lawton.
I'm here.
You are here.
You are.
All of you.
Got to be somewhere.
You're present.
Glad to be
You know,
Ever.
Lawton,
Yeah.
we've known you for a while.
A little bit.
I think you rode with us. The first time I remember really running with you, I ran with you a couple of times, but like one time that's like very vivid in my mind is it was my very first half marathon at Withlacoochee trail run. And that was my first half marathon, and it was at night.
Oh, it was fun.
And you got lost.
Was that the one?
That was the half marathon. I think you did 16 and a half
I sure
miles.
did.
Yeah.
I did an extra 5K that night.
I remember that.
Have you ever been lost in the woods before? Lawton?
Lawton, not
yeah,
Austin.
yeah.
Lawton.
I'm very familiar
Directionally challenged?
with your nickname for me. It's fun. So I've never been lost to the point where I couldn't get back.
That's good because you're here with us right
Yes,
now.
yeah.
So
Yes, you
you're
always
not
made it
dead
home.
in the woods
Yes.
somewhere.
Yes. But that night I made it to the first aid station, which was, I think it was 4 point something miles in, if I recall semi-correctly. And I was all excited. I remember I hadn't even, this is going to be a consistent theme, I hadn't trained really properly to be, I tell you guys every time I ever see you at a race, I'm like, I'm sorry, man, I'm not really trained for this. But it was about a half.
When you roll up to a race fully trained, that's going to be the
I don't
day.
even know. I'm going to have expectations or something.
I
But yeah, I was like, I'm just happy to be here, man. I'm just happy to get out with all these guys and just have a good, free night, just out here running in the dark, right? And I felt good. I felt really good. I was like, man, this feels good. I'm just gonna relax. And I was smiling and I had my music playing. I got to the aid station and I was like, I'm good. What's up, guys? Thanks for being here and helping us out. And I left, and then all of a sudden I was like, I don't see any more flags or. Where's the?
There's no headlamps.
There's no.
Oh, it wasn't dark
There was
yet,
nobody
yeah.
there. Yeah, it was right on the verge.
Right on the verge,
It was.
yeah.
And then I saw nothing, and I was outside of the wood line. I was like, I feel like I should be in there.
Yes.
And so I went to go back, but I was so happy with how I felt and my comfort that night.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to lose time now. So I didn't want to go too far back looking for where I went off course. So then I looked over to the side inside the wood line. I was like, hey, there's some people. And so I saw like a marker or something. I was like, okay, well, that's got to be somewhere. That can't be too far back from where I went off the course. How? I added 3 miles. I got back on some section of the course. I was like, I'm only 4 point something in. How did I lose 3 miles? Because by the time I got back to that first aid station, 4 point something in, I was at 7 point something miles. I was like, this isn't a good thing.
It was hilarious. Like, so I'm out there running. I'm slow. I'm a back of the pack kind of runner. This guy takes off. I mean, he's like with all these speedy folks out in front of me, and I'm just running along. And next thing I know, this person's right behind me. Hey, Joe. And I'm like, who the heck is that? It's Lawton back there behind me. He caught back up with me. I don't know how I got in front of him.
That was not a happy night for me.
We had a great time though.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Kevin's first
It was
half
my
marathon.
first half marathon.
I can't believe that. That's crazy.
It sure
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
remember I was wearing my white Marion County Run shirt.
Yeah.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
just totally biffed it, and just it has never looked the same since. It is just grungy beyond all.
One thing I remember about that event was the burgers at the end. They only had veggie burgers.
Yeah.
At the end of that.
Sad.
That's all that was left was veggie burgers.
I brought a pub sub, so I
You
don't
did.
remember.
You did.
Yeah.
No.
We looked at that going, wow, Joe, she's smart and we're dumb.
That race died on the vine, though.
It
You
did.
know, so,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Shae, you said you remember eating it at one point. Whenever I was going back to that same aid station that I'd already seen, I was a lot less happy about seeing those guys again. Because I realized officially where I was.
Was that the aid station with the alligators there?
Sure, no.
Yes.
Where the
it was.
water was behind
Yep.
it?
Yeah.
Right behind
That
it.
I remember there was one is about as far as I can go. I'm sorry. But yeah, so as soon as I saw them, I was like, dang it, but good. And then as that, I thought about that I had my hand carrying water in my hand, and I had my phone, I think, in the other, and I caught my toe on a root or whatever you want to call it. Who knows? Something that put me on the ground. and my hand, my phone flew out of my hand, my water flew out of my hand, and I just ate it. And I just remember that couldn't have been much worse at that moment. I was like, I'm not happy about adding this many more miles on it. And
Did you break your phone?
I did not break.
Oh,
my
okay.
phone.
That's
my
good.
phones have been
That's
very good to me, even though
Okay.
I have thrown them many times on runs.
Yes.
Something done jumped up and grabbed me.
Oh, it's always something. It's not
So-
my fault. It's never mine.
So Lawton, thank you for coming. I just wanted to say that and maybe kind of hear a little bit about your backstory into running, and then a little bit about what you do career-wise as well, and running adjacent type area.
Jeez.
Running adjacent.
So tell us about Lawton. Tell us about young lad Lawton years ago
I don't remember that part.
when you started running. When did you start running?
So I think I've thought about this a little bit not too long ago. I'm really competitive.
Oh, okay.
So I guess I carry that through into the sports and stuff that I do. So I think it started like when I was quite young, maybe in elementary school, and a coach found me in I don't know, back at 5th grade or something, and they said, hey, you can do a lot of pull-ups. Hey, will you go do some pull-ups at county? I'm like, yeah, sure, okay. I did like, I don't know, 13 pull-ups or something.
Nice.
Anyway, and I'm like, they're like, okay, you did pretty well. I'm like, I did. Okay, so then I got in middle school, and next thing you know, I'm doing. I found out that okay, well, the Presidential Physical Fitness Award. Is
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, something I can compete in. So I did the.
All right, raise your hand if you hated the president's
I hated it.
physical fitness
All hands
test.
go up.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Except
I'm sorry,
Lawton.
my hand is not going up. I lived for that thing, and so
My first time meeting Arnold Schwarzenegger.
oh, stop it.
Was he?
Don't do that.
I did.
First time. You made it more than once?
Yeah, I provided security for him for like a week.
Oh, stop
Oh,
it.
shit.
Yeah, I spent a week with Arnold Schwarzenegger in Kuwait.
I've watched his movies.
But yeah, so like the first time I met him, he flew in on a presidential helicopter to the school where I was going at the time in Fort McCoy, and yeah.
Yeah.
It was
So
pretty cool.
nothing else I'm going to say is going to be that cool. I might as well just put that.
Fucking cool story.
I'm talking about doing presidential stuff in middle school. You're like, oh yeah, when I met over, whenever I met.
I mean, Twins was a really good movie.
It was.
Was that's the one with Danny DeVito?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
But that was a big movement, though. The Presidential Fitness Awards that came
It
under
was
what?
fun.
George Bush.
It was fun.
Yeah, I
For,
think
yeah,
so.
yeah, it was in the 80s. I was 100% in the middle of all that.
Yeah.
So my point was why I bring the middle school up was that was one of the things was the mile, and so I got out there in 6th grade. I didn't know any better. I didn't know what you're supposed to run or not supposed to run at that age. I ran a 6:13 mile, like just because I was trying to.
Is that your PR? I mean, that's kind of
I
realistic.
don't know how to follow that. No, it's not. No, it's not. But
That would be my PR. I'm just
I
saying.
think mine was It was low 5s. It was It was
shoot.
very low
Okay.
5s. My senior year in high school, I thought I was going to break 5. I thought I was going to be in the 4s, but I never quite did. But yeah, no. But anyway, so that's kind of something that I said, okay, well, that's kind of something I enjoy. It's just another outlet for me,
Sure.
to be competitive and stuff. And I used to be the nerdy kid, getting all the A's. And next thing you know, I'm like, okay, well, I mean, which I still
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
But it was another outlet for me, and so I was like, okay, I could be pretty good at this stuff.
Nice.
So then I got a couple of awards in middle school and was pretty proud of those, and then went to go into high school, and I thought I was the fastest sprinter, not distance runner. I thought I was the fastest sprinter, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do this. And then I came in. I'll keep this story shorter than it has to be, but I came in last place in my very first 100-meter dash. And that good old competitive nature in me took over, and I said, well, I didn't like that. I came in last. I've never had that happen before. So next thing you know, I went to the coach, and he's like, yeah, so you can run a mile, 2 mile. He's like, you can do that well? I'm like, yeah, I can do that well. So never looked back. I don't think I ever did another sprint in my life. And
Nice.
I'm probably built more for it, which is kind of ironic. I'm not tall and long like you there, Kevin.
I know. Yeah, I can't sprint though.
I'm not as sexy as Joe.
I was very sprinty as a kid too.
You were sprinty.
You were
Very
sprinting?
sprinty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And Shae, you're your own.
She's
You're
just whatever you are over there.
No. You're one of the hardest workers I know, and you get out there and you just throw down 100 milers and 50s it's just
her brain works differently.
Yeah,
Joe and I were
She's
talking
wired differently.
Yeah.
Joe and I actually were talking before pod that Shae is probably one of the toughest people that I know.
Yeah, she's tougher than
No,
me.
I'm going to die on Wednesday
shot.
with my workout.
You're not
My
dying
coach
on
gave me
Wednesday.
the worst workout
What did he
ever.
give you?
Okay.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, it's mean. It's
What
mean.
did
It's
he
mean. It's
name the
mean.
workout?
Awful. Just awful.
That's the name of the workout?
That is, yes, awful.
Oh my,
just
it
awful.
actually is. Okay, let's hear it.
2 mile warm up, 6
That's the
times
easy
hills. So it's like 60 seconds hard up a hill and then you jog down. So
Okay.
do that 6 times. Rest for 4 minutes, then do 3 miles at a 10K pace.
Ooh.
4 mile rest and then 4 hills. And then 2
Ooh.
mile cool down.
Is this 4 minute rest like a standing rest?
I
or
think so.
Is that
yeah.
like a jogging
Yeah.
rest?
So I mean that's kind of interesting. Only doing 6 hills and then the 4 minute rest, but it's going to be
this won't be that bad.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll trade you.
I don't want to do it.
I'll trade
Yeah,
you
I'm not gonna
workouts
do
on
that.
Wednesday.
Yeah, it might not be that bad.
I'll
It
get
won't
a-
be that bad.
Will you carry her Garmin for me?
Hills and flats
Hills
weren't
and
that
flats,
bad
yeah.
a couple weeks
You've got
ago.
so much training in though. You should be fine. It's not that bad.
Yeah,
So
not that bad.
I have I just listened to some of last week's
Yeah.
that you did with Tyler.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And Shae, you said something that I strongly identify with. You said, "Do as I say, not as I do." Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm right there with you because you were just talking about your workout, and oh my gosh, I can give lots of advice and lots of experience because that's where I was right before I got off topic. You were saying what's my history in running and stuff. But yeah, I've never had a coach. I know enough to coach somebody else.
Yeah.
But I haven't had a workout plan for
Any of your races. Yeah.
I think I might have gotten one of the
Like a Garmin
one of
or something.
the walk run
Okay.
ones
Yeah.
off of the internet one time, and I did that for one of my first marathon or second.
So
marathon.
wait, after high school, did you keep running? Did you
Yeah.
take a break?
No, so I really kind of got competitive in running specifically and distance specifically in high school. I ran 3 years of cross country and 4 years of distance track at
Local?
Vanguard.
Or-
Yeah.
Oh, Vanguard. Okay. So you're Ocala native.
Yep. Well,
All right.
I moved down here from Maryland when I was 8. So I've been
flow
here.
grown.
You're native. enough.
Yeah.
They call it flow grown.
Yeah. Most of my childhood and
Yeah.
schooling and everything was down here.
Nice.
But yeah, so I had a lot of fun. I had some really good teammates. Had some, how we all talk about having a running family, man.
Yep.
We all kind of build that, extend it as much as possible, and just so that was a lot of fun. I was, multiple seasons. I was the captain of cross country teams and maybe a couple years in track, and it was just a lot of fun. Like I feel like maybe I could have had some more specific. Like Vanguard has eventually become one of the top national contenders.
Wow.
Oh yeah, they're
In
really
cross
good.
country, their distance team, it's just crazy. It wasn't
Are those
that
all
way
the
when
kids
I
that
was
ran
there.
the Withlacoochee
Yeah.
trail that they all just
It's the
smoked
ODP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ocala Distance Project.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
that
with
Darren runs
Darren.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darren DeTorres. So I had a lot of fun in high school. I feel like, they always say, well, it's greener grass on the other side. So that, I had some people telling me, well, if you had grown up in Gainesville or something where they had, more established distance programs up there at the time in high schools, maybe you would have had, a little bit better results. But I ran low 17s for the 3 mile. It wasn't 5K yet.
Yeah.
But it was 3 mile. And I was quick. I was one of the fastest one in the county here in Marion County, but I wasn't state material,
Wow.
but I was happy with that. I had a lot of fun,
Yeah.
I was good,
I would puke
but
if I was running that fast. I'm
I
just
have
saying.
puked.
but I had a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had some really good friends, really good, coaches and people that, I still am friends with, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But it was what I needed. It was what I needed.
So how did you get from high school to now? Like, did you do any? I'm assuming you didn't running even after high school,
Right.
Did you
So-
run like competitively, or
So let's see, last 30 years.
We covered about 3-4 years. Now
Yep.
we just need the last 30.
like last
Yeah,
30? It's
yeah.
fine.
So I tried to stay consistent, like, stage of life, right?
Yeah.
Different things happen, different stages of life. I'll try to break it down that way. I moved to Gainesville after high school and went to UF. And so I transferred up there with my AA and really enjoyed being in Gainesville for a few years. I think I was there for 12 years total and ended up back down in Ocala. But that's when right at the end, I mean, I would do, I did 5Ks and stuff like that. And I did some, I don't know, I kind of filled in the years while I was up there. I didn't do nearly as much as I've been able to do since I came back down here from Gainesville. School happened, I graduated, married, and then came back down to Ocala, and kind of started all over again from that stage of life. And so then when I got down here, that's when, right about the time I moved back down here from Gainesville, I signed up for my first marathon. So I think I was 34.
Which one?
Don't do this to me.
Starts
The
with,
26
sounds
mile,
like
the 26 mile one.
No, 5 points of life.
Oh, 5 pints of life.
Yeah.
Oh, 5
Okay.
points.
When
5
Not the
points.
5 pints of life.
That's a
5
different marathon.
points of life.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that here later.
No pints involved. Points. So yeah, it was like lifeblood.
Yeah.
It was like yeah. And so I was very excited about that because I almost kind of felt like that was my official return, like to getting myself back involved, and it was getting into true distance running.
Okay. Nice.
Because up until that point, 5Ks, halves or something was my most. I did the Tom Walker.
Oh, yeah.
I've done that many.
So the Tom Walker is in Gainesville
half
on the
marathon.
Gainesville Hawthorne Trail.
Yes. And beautiful trail. I love that trail. But
I heard it's hot.
It is.
It's a lot hillier.
And I heard
Yeah, I
it's
was
very
just going to
hilly.
say it is deceptively hilly.
Yeah.
Because you go down halfway and you turn around and go back. But yeah, it goes down the side of Payne's Prairie. So, but yeah, I've done that multiple times. But yeah, I got into 5 Points of Life, and I was very excited. I trained for that, and trained with a buddy of mine who, unfortunately, I came back to Ocala and I didn't get to train with him anymore. But I had a lot of fun, and that's when I learned that I needed to figure out my fueling for the first time.
Nutrition.
Oh, so
Yeah,
half
so-
marathon.
Because you were so fast, you didn't have to think about
Well,
it.
I mean, see, again, it's not about I ever thought I was fast. It's all relevant, right? Where you're at in life and what you're. That's something I've had to fight a little bit over the years. I'm like, okay, listen, start over, breathe, and where are you at right now? You are not 18 anymore. You're not running those numbers. But anyway, so that was a fun way to enter a different stage of running for me. And that really got me back, kind of allowed to focus on what I wanted to do with running at that point. And so that's when I kind of started having other things to fight. I was tightening up like 14, 15 miles in, because there's a very big hill. Wilson Road, I think is what's on up there. And so I struggled with cramping. And then so at different points through all of these years of the last 30 years, I found different things to have to figure out.
Yeah.
And with just so fueling right now, just to jump forward just for a second, I'm trying to figure out fueling for my 50.
Yeah, we're definitely
yeah.
going to get to
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And so I'm sorry, but yeah, so it's all about that. It's all about learning. Oh my gosh, it's all about learning.
Yes.
All the time.
The bigger the distance, the more the learning curve.
And
Yeah.
here's the thing that I found is what works today may not work tomorrow.
Right,
You
right.
know? And
Yeah.
what works on this race may not work on the next
Yeah.
race.
And I have so much information to help other people with. Like literally, I love to be asked, "Hey, do you have anything for this?" But at the same time, I think I reached out to you just recently. I was like,
You
"Hey,
did.
Kevin,
Yeah.
if you have any advice for me, man, please divulge. Let
yeah.
me know." I asked Tyler this past week. I said, "Hey, you guys have done 50s.
Whatever Tyler says, just don't listen
Right.
to it.
He's going to tell you, do not tape your nipples. Do not wear a vest.
Don't
do not
just
eat.
carry a water bottle. Don't tape your nipples and drink Yingling along the way.
I will.
We're kidding. We
I will
love you.
try
we
not
love
to
you,
bring.
Tyler.
I will try not to bring Tyler up too much because we just had a lot of conversation this week about
No, that's
No,
good.
we
because,
love-
about the
Listen,
same things that you talked
got the
about.
mental
last-
game.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Tyler is a very strong individual.
He is strong
Yeah.
mental, but I identify with a lot of where he stands because I'm stubborn.
Yeah.
Very stubborn. And I will say that for him because after conversations, he's like me, like he had run like 469 days in a row. I
Yeah.
think that was a number he threw out. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, so the fact that you know how many days you've done,
Yes.
you may not be obsessing over it, but you know it, you're familiar with it. That's something that, okay, breathe it's okay to rest. And I think you told me about that last week.
I did.
It's okay to rest. And
I had a running streak that was almost 1,000 days.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's too many days.
And the reason why
It
I
was
put that out,
minimum 1 mile, so it wasn't.
right? But that's still something. That's a lot. But the
not
reason
enough
why
rest.
I mention this is because that's something that I had to deal with, and I was so competitive with myself, and I just had to almost completely pull back and be like,
You are destined.
I gotta let go.
You're destined to break down.
Oh my god,
You're going to have injury
Yes.
at some point.
And I think
know.
that's a great transition too, like, because you're also like for
college, what did you do in college? What did you study in college?
Actually, I started in a college of business was my intent because that's always something I was good at. I always excelled in whatever. I did numbers well. I did all that stuff. But I got to a point when I've never struggled that much with grades and stuff in school, and then all of a sudden, I think I was bored with it and I was struggling, and I was like, I can't focus. This is not fun anymore. And so in a very painful way, I went to one of the counselors there and they said, what do you enjoy?
Oh.
I said, well, I've always enjoyed working out. Like I was on the weightlifting team in high school. I went to state. That was a lot of fun. So I actually identify a lot with you in that sense, Joe. But
what was your deadlift?
I don't have that kind
405,
I don't have that kind of
407. What?
but yeah, no, your numbers are crazy. So
98.5 KTK.
that's you just gave them a shout out. But yeah, anyway, so that was, I said, okay, well, I love to exercise. I love to, fitness and health and all that. They said, well, how about exercise and sports sciences? I'm like, sounds good. They're like, okay, well, that's a, College of Health and Human Performance. I'm like, sounds great. That sounds all up my alley. And so I switched colleges and started, took all my, the stuff I had and moved it over and pursued exercise and sports science with a fitness wellness specialization. So I was like, I'm going to be a personal trainer.
Nice.
So that's where I 100%.
So did you ever become a personal trainer?
For a period of time. I got the certification. I started working at a gym. I had one of the top PTs or CPT certifications by National Strength and Conditioning Association. Like I was doing pretty well informationally, right? Like I had the knowledge, I had all that, but I did not understand how to live an adult life just trying to make it by personal training, which
I was going to say, you really have to market yourself.
Oh my gosh. And
but
that's
probably then it wasn't as
There's no
bonkers
social
as it is
media back
now.
then.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You're exactly right.
It's all word of mouth.
And you are right on the path too, Shae, because I'm not that personality. Like I can go out and talk to anybody, but to push something on somebody, that's 100%.
And you have to do a
You would
hard
not-
sale.
you do.
Like a lot of PT, like personal trainers have to do the hard sale.
Lawton, if you sold a car, I probably wouldn't buy it from you. I'm just saying. If you were
I'd
selling
probably
me a
be-
used car,
Yeah.
like you would be like, look,
This is not the car for
this
you.
is not the
Kevin.
car
Yeah.
you need. And there's
Yeah.
like a dent. Look at this
100%.
dent. You
Yeah.
see this dent and this scratch? I just
would
want you
tell
to see this.
Yeah. I just want to make sure you're aware
Yes.
of the fact that it's pretty, but it doesn't work well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the thing. I ended up realizing very quickly, unfortunately, that because like the gym I was at when I just graduated from UF. So I did graduate from University of Florida with that major.
Go Gators.
Yeah, go Gators. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll try to not get on that. So go. National champions.
You are wearing a Gators
National.
necklace right
I
now.
am. That stays
Just
on.
don't go climbing light poles
No, oh my
and
gosh.
and falling off and hurting yourself.
people. Those people.
There was a video that went viral.
Saw
a
that
little bit.
after the football game, right?
Yeah, after basketball.
Basketball? I
Yeah,
don't
the
know. I don't
championship.
fucking watch
They won the
sports.
Hang in there.
championship,
Hang
and some
in there.
kid climbed the traffic light pole and was bouncing on it and fell. And
Yeah, he
hurt,
fell. Yeah.
That's very dumb.
it was dumb.
Yeah. But yeah, so I first gym I ever got hired in right out of UF. I was like, yes, this is the path I'm supposed to be on. And then like my gosh, everybody leaves or used to leave. That was what, 2003? Everybody leaves Gainesville, goes on vacation during the summer because that was at the end of May, June. Everybody leaves and goes on vacation, and then the students all go home, and it was like
There's no one left.
empty in
Ghost
Gainesville.
town.
Yes. And I was like, okay, so who do I train? And, I really only had a couple clients the whole summer, for 2 months, and they hired 4 of us on at the same time. I'm like, we had nothing to do.
Wow.
And so they literally said, well, you can stay on and you can keep working up front and, and take care of some things here. But, if you're going to stay on as a personal trainer, you gotta market yourself. You can set up a table in the middle of the workout area. You can put all your information out there. And I'm like, man, I am lazy. My brain doesn't focus like that. And I just couldn't bring myself to even, it was never even a consideration.
Yeah.
So later on, I had one more opportunity. Well, I've worked in multiple gyms, but more as an exercise science guy.
Did you ever like teach a class?
Helping to
like
run.
jazzercise?
So,
Like Zumba?
Oh man,
so not
it's very encouraging.
not
cardio kickboxing.
Yeah, cardio
not
kickboxing.
jazzercise. But I did.
I'd go to some jazzercise.
If I taught it,
If you taught it, I
Kevin,
would come.
you'd be my star pupil.
I mean, I would be right there.
I'd be like, everybody watch Kevin.
Let's see your jazz hands.
jazz hands.
Like, everybody watch Kevin and don't do that.
Yes, I would have an outfit for you to
Oh,
wear.
man,
too.
I don't know.
Short shorts. I have a red wig.
Would you do a tutu like Shae?
I would absolutely do it too.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I would ban you from the room. No jazzercise.
I got kicked out already, and I haven't even shown up yet.
You might be able to do the silver sneakers.
Hey.
And then,
Richard Simmons ain't got nothing on you, but
oh my gosh.
That's it. He just died, didn't he? Just die?
yeah, a little while.
Well,
ago.
that's just sad.
Yeah.
That's a throwback though. That's good, Richard Simmons.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So at that point, I ended up. You asked if I'd ever taught classes.
Yeah.
I actually have taught. I taught aqua.
Oh, okay, cool.
Exercise classes. I worked at Leesburg Regional Medical Center. Their location, they have a gym location down in the Villages. Well, no, Leesburg. And so I actually had a lot of fun. I was the exercise, like the head exercise specialist or something there. They all changed names, different places I go. But I taught an aqua class, and I had so much fun. I'd never done anything like that before. Never taught an official class. I'd have like 16 senior members come in there, and I just had so much fun. Just
Very
like,
nice how you call them senior members, not old people.
Oh, listen, silver sneaker population is pretty much what
Very
most
high.
of that was.
Yes, very high.
You know, employees from the hospital.
Did they
could have
tip
gone
well?
there, But
Did they offer
don't know.
services?
what am I supposed to say?
Just ignore him.
No
It's fine.
tips.
No
tips.
loofahs.
No, none
I think
of that.
this was pre-loofah
Ah,
villages.
man, I don't think so.
no, that's been
Loofah
around for a
Villages has been
second.
going on
Yeah.
for a hot minute.
No, because I did work at an occupational therapy clinic down on 441 in the Villages. I think technically it was like Lady
Lake, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. One of those lake
Yeah.
things.
What, how'd you hurt yourself? I was trying to get into this position. And
Oh no, yeah, in the golf cart. I was trying to get in the golf
Oh my
cart.
gosh!
I dropped my
Oh.
keys into the bowl, and
And
Oh Jesus,
got ran over by the golf cart.
Come on, Joe.
Judas, Becky.
So yeah, got taught some classes. That, and then I actually got certified to teach silver sneakers.
Okay.
But COVID came around, and the next thing you know, I'm like, okay, I have nothing. They closed that whole.
Wow,
gym
the whole.
down there.
I'm sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I taught that, and I did teach some exercise classes. Again, I had like maybe 8 people. I came in there, and they said, okay, well, the classes that we have here, we have a few ladies. Again, silver sneaker population, and they kind of like to do step
Okay.
classes. I'm
Okay.
like,
Ooh.
well, you know what? Step classes are hard, man.
When I step, you step, we step. No.
No, I mean, well, kind of. I mean, I would tell.
Oh, that's
them
dip.
Which,
When I dip,
Yeah.
you dip, we dip.
yeah, they stepped, not dipped.
My mom had so she had like one of those risers, like probably like
Yep.
probably maybe 6 to 8 inches that my dad built for her,
Okay.
and she had a tape called Shae Fitness.
Oh.
And so it was
Like
Shae.
CHER.
Like
Yes,
Shae, like-
it
Oh
was
my
Shae doing
Like,
fitness,
do
and
you
she had so
believe love after love?
this was
I'm not
before
gonna
then.
do
Oh.
This was this
Good
was
job.
like early '90s Shae, and so like she had her big hair, and instead of the Jane Fonda stuff where she had the leopard
Leotard.
Yeah.
leotard,
The
not
leotard.
They
the
could have been
leotard,
leopard.
but Share's was like black and like leather and lace looking.
Oh shit, that's like a bondage one.
No, no.
This one video was this, Shae.
But yes, Shae
But-
Fitness. I remember
but-
doing Shae Fitness.
Your mom was doing this.
Yes, and I actually, so I for like several, like maybe 10 or plus years ago, I found a copy of it and got a DVD made of Shae Fitness. So that's floating
Like on
around there
purpose?
somewhere.
Oh,
there, yes,
man.
Shae Fitness, a new attitude.
Oh my god. Look at this beaut.
Our,
That's a good thing
our
for a
listeners
podcast,
cannot
yeah.
see it, by the way.
Hey, guys.
Okay, so these women are all wearing black leotard, and it
Oh
looks
my
like
gosh.
lingerie. Like,
Listen, I think Cher.
Cher?
I think is that Cher or is that from Rocky Horror Picture Show?
kind of looks like Rocky
It
Horror
kind of
Picture
looks
Show.
like Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Lots of hair, lots of
I don't know what
lots of leg.
on.
It's 100% from that time frame.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could
It's
watch that for a while.
It's
Yeah,
so
I'd
good. Like her hair is ginormous.
It is.
So-
It's huge.
So typical.
Right, keeping weight to the heel. Press it down.
Yeah.
That's it. Calf stretch.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah. Calf stretch. Get that
Yeah.
calf stretch.
Who'd have known Cher was a fitness
It's called
person?
hot dance.
Well, she sure.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this outfit, guys.
Man,
look at that. Look at that thing.
She didn't really wear any more than that on stage either.
No,
Yeah.
not really.
No, this is
She wasn't shy.
Yeah.
Man. All right. You need to check it out. Go to
amazing.
YouTube and look at Cher.
Share Fitness and go to Share Fitness Hot Dance.
Hot
That's the one you want to
Dance.
see.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have referrals.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
just going to play that for a music.
So anyway, so you
yeah.
taught Share Fitness.
No.
Did you wear a black
Clarify
leotard?
that. No, sir.
Okay.
You keep listening to stuff, and I'm going to keep saying no.
All right.
But you
I'm
were
here all
doing
day.
you were
No.
doing the step stuff.
Yeah. So the step stuff, man, you can make a serious challenge out of a lot of stuff that
Really?
maybe you didn't consider before.
Okay.
And so you throw some weights in there. Now these were 50-minute classes.
Okay.
So you better believe I was teaching these a couple times a week, and I was probably
You were getting pretty fit.
I probably, and of course I ran,
Yeah.
but it's, let me just tell you, this is a whole different type of fitness.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, so you're keeping your heart rate up, you're staying going the whole time. I mean, granted, distance running, you're running for a long time, your heart rate's up, but you pretty much adjust
Got
to
to
that.
keep it low too. You
Well,
try, you try and run
but I'm
easy,
saying versus a resting
a
heart
high
rate.
intensity class
Versus
yeah.
a resting heart rate. Yeah, so it's spiking. But anyway, it was a lot of fun, and you throw a few. I do some core. So I get on the floor and get on. Have the mats available. But mainly it was wearing yourself out on the steps.
That's
And
wild.
these ladies, man, were dedicated.
Yeah.
There's like 3 or 4 people just alone that they would come in there, and you could always count that they were coming.
Nice.
But yeah, I had fun. I've taught some classes, never in a gym per se, but that was like in their big fitness facility.
Yeah.
And so I learned a lot. Everywhere I've gone, that's another thing that I've learned a lot everywhere I've gone.
we never
I've,
stop learning. I mean,
Yeah. But I mean, just each, I've worked in multiple chiropractic clinics. I've worked in multiple PT offices, gyms, and I'm so thankful for what I've pulled away from all those places.
So around 2020, when COVID hit, and I'm assuming that affected your employment and maybe
Yeah.
had made you change directions and where you were going.
Well, so I'd worked in two chiropractic clinics at that point and 3 PT offices. And then, so when that hit, I was like, oh my gosh, they literally closed that facility. Leesburg Regional did. And they said, yeah, we're going to permanently close it. It's been open for 30 some years,
Wow.
but it wasn't making enough money, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. And so they were, everybody's desperate for, financial prosperity, I guess. But as big organizations, they're just like, what can we do? So anyway, they closed it permanently. And I said, they said, okay, well, take care. And I'm like, okay, well, oh my gosh, I haven't been out of work. Like, I've never been let go like this. Quite the same. And so that's how I ended up where I'm at, is actually for like a month and a half. I was looking, of course, and but it's weird and tough situations in that
So
time frame. 2020.
what title do you hold, and what is your day-to-day
Yeah.
work like?
So now I am the rehab therapist where I'm at the chiropractic office I'm at.
Nice.
And so I love it. I'm the rehab therapist. I get to do a lot of instruction to a lot of folks in, unfortunately, very, very painful situations. Low back, a lot of low back kind of, you want to call it sciatica.
Is it
Yeah.
like
I mean, it's,
injury or just life?
okay. So yeah, that's a great question. It's literally literally those two things. A lot of folks, I've started saying the word journey a lot. Like, everybody has their own different journey. And so I have a ton of people that come in like, yeah, man, I was in an auto accident. I got
I
hurt.
can see that,
My
yeah.
low back has never been the same. And I'd be like, okay, well, let's just try and figure out what some solutions are for you to help you out, like, because you're going to be completely different than the next person that comes in. And I literally have like a 80-year-old lady who comes in, and she's still taking care of all her horses on her property. And she's literally doing hail bays and hail bays. Yeah. I'm like, isn't that wrong?
Yes,
Bay.
it's
Hail
called
bays.
Bales of
Bay
hay.
hails.
You can figure it out.
Hay
Just
bales.
reverse.
Yeah.
And
Reverse,
so,
reverse.
I'm not as think as you dumb I am. I really,
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, it's all across the board. And, I have people coming in, they've got a military background. They're like, I destroyed my back in the military, or, all these different things. And you just figure out. My job is literally just like, okay, let's figure out what we can do to get you some relief.
so what kind of modalities are you doing? You're like ultrasound, spinal decompression. You do,
Assisted stretching. I
are you
know
doing
that.
stretching? You doing
Good questions, Joe.
Like what kind of stuff are you doing?
Mostly I have my own set of patients I see. So I have my own schedule. And so the doctors, kind of refer their patients to me if they think that I'm going to benefit and benefit the patient. And so a lot of them, my schedule stays pretty busy because there's a lot of folks that, adjustments and such there. It's not the only solution. And they know that, people who have, much background and understanding in their profession and care about each patient, they're not going to be like, yeah, come on in. And, I'm sure there are places that do that all the time.
Oh, yeah. I've been to a few.
In every medical industry. But mostly it's just like, okay, let's see what else we can do in the bigger picture to get you more pain-free or, to walk around at a better place than you do already. And
Do you see runners at all?
I love to see runners. I don't see enough because we are our own. What do you think I'm going to say? Worst enemy.
Yeah.
And
We don't go to the doctor. What the hell?
What?
No.
It hurts when I do this. Don't do that. But
poke,
we're
poke,
going
poke,
to do it.
That's what we do anyway.
So that's a really good point because that brings me back to what Joe said very quickly. He said assisted stretching, and that's mainly what I do.
Yeah.
And so it takes a real attentive, I guess I'll say, me, it takes a real attentive person to listen to somebody and hear what they're saying and, a fair amount of knowledge and background and understanding how to get somebody to a better place. And of course, if a runner comes in and if they say, hey, listen, I want to get back to running, whether it be Tyler's situation or yours or mine, somebody, again, we all have different journeys, right? So it's like, okay, well, is it it's kind of following the kinetic chain. It's like, okay, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, neck. Where is this? Let's try to figure out where this is starting for you. And that's really what I try to do. Listen and trial and error.
So I know you've worked on at least 3 friends of mine that are runners.
He's worked on me before.
Yeah. So is there like a commonality with runners when you're working with them? Is there anything, or is everyone very unique?
Okay. You said both. Yes. Everybody's unique. Like everybody here at this table, we all have very different stories, but very similar because we're all in that craziness of running. But yeah, so it's like not everybody's had plantar fasciitis, but a lot of people do.
Right.
Not everybody's had, oh my gosh, IT band issues.
Oh, me.
But
Horrible.
a lot of us do.
Yeah.
Psoas, like your hip flexor, the front of your hips versus your.
Keep going. You're talking dirty to me.
Yeah.
And all those things that hurt on me all the time.
Yep.
My worst thing was before my first 50 miler, I had a piriformis pain.
Oh yeah.
But I discovered it. I discovered my problem was my chair at work and the way I was holding myself in my chair.
And see, that's
you don't think about that. I'm like, well, I'm just running a lot as I'm getting ready for this 50-mile race. But then like by, Sunday, I'd be feeling better.
Oh, yeah.
And then by Thursday, I'd be in so much pain. And that's when I kind of realized like, oh, I'm holding my feet way back in my office chair.
Right. Oh, yeah. Extremely common.
One thing I found too, like I found with me specifically is I had a lot of IT band pain, and I've talked extensively on that.
Sure.
What I found for me was glute activation. I was struggling with glute activation so much because I work in an office setting where I sit a lot, and my butt just goes to sleep.
It sounds like these are things though that doing what you do is like, I've heard this story 1,000 times.
Oh, everything.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was asking about if there's some commonalities, some things like if our listeners were listening and what are some very common things that you would treat? Okay. And then what would treatment look like for some of these things?
So something that actually you can't put a finger on, and I think you guys, like, physically you can't touch this. But yes, just one finger.
No, I'm trying.
Okay.
What can't we touch?
You ready? Rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're all happy about that. I said all of our favorite words.
Rest.
So,
No,
it's
we don't
very
rest.
tough. Some of us, I don't know.
We don't rest enough. I
No,
will tell
we
you
don't.
that.
No,
Let's
I
make
get
that
it. I'm
very
taking
general
it. I'm
statement.
taking an off season right now.
Yeah.
So I went into long haul, and every long run I had prior to long haul, going and preparing for that race, I was ending up at the end of my race with excruciating hip pain.
Mm-hmm.
I have bilateral hip dysplasia.
Oh, yeah.
And it's from hard lifting and
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
bad things with my body.
Mm-hmm.
And when that arthritic pain kicks in, things get tight. Then it affects all the other stuff.
It just goes downhill. Exactly. It affects the
everything.
rest. Yeah.
Everything else was,
Yeah.
and I wasn't taking the time in between that I needed to rest to let things recover.
Yeah.
And so after long haul, I changed directions. I just backed off on the running for a while, and I'm starting to ramp it up now.
Yeah.
Because I have taken.
I saw your Strava today.
Because I'm taking, I have taken quite a bit of time off, but from running, I was resting that. So I've been going to the gym though and lifting and doing other things, kind of like cross training.
Yep.
So I think there's a way you can rest without giving up sport.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my gosh, what's her name? I followed her very closely. That sounds weird, but the runner for UF.
Oh yeah, she's super fast.
Please,
I cannot remember her name.
Please, why am I? Man,
I follow her on social
Yeah,
too.
I do
Yes,
too.
me
She's
too.
so incredibly
she's
fast.
with one of the clubs, one of the manufacturers now of the shoe manufacturers, or I don't know.
Yeah, I'm forgetting the name too.
I don't know, but
She's easy to follow though.
so I bring her up.
nice on the eyes.
Is her name
So she destroyed all the
Tyra
records.
Cox?
No.
because you would remember that.
Yeah, she just broke
Parker Valby.
Parker
That's
Valley.
it.
that's
Parker.
it.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the reason why I specifically bring her up is because you're talking about cross training and rest and such. And so she is historically throughout competitive distance running in college, she broke all the molds because she does not an elliptical, an arc trainer. That's what it was.
Yes.
She did an arc trainer like to death. Like she would work herself out on that. And then she said she'd literally do like 25 miles
Yeah,
a week.
her mileage was so
Right.
low.
Which just as a comparison, a lot of times competitive elite collegiate runners, distance runners, put in like 60 to 120 miles a week.
Yeah.
This girl, this amazing woman, was putting in 25, and she was destroying the nation. I mean, except for
She's breaking all the records.
I think
Yeah.
Caitlin Toohey was like her biggest competitor because Caitlin was like NC State just like destroyed the world, and then Parker came along and took over the top. But it was because of her training that they're like, hold on a second. And she said she was injury prone already coming out of high school. She knew this, and she had an understanding with her coach, her college coach at UF, and he let her train, and he.
We had a guest not that long ago that talked about their collegiate training
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that their coach and college pushed them so hard that the entire team broke down and was not able to compete anymore.
There is there's a book called Running with the Buffaloes that's about
Okay.
you might know it. It's like
I've heard of
cross
it.
country in Colorado.
Yep.
And so they, the coaches, that's like one of those kind of the toxic ways that they've gone away from to where they push them. And it's like less weight is better. Everybody needs to lose weight. And so like
man.
a lot of the
It's
women,
so dangerous.
they end up with reds just because they're not eating and working out too much.
Yeah, their menstrual cycles go away and everything. It is very sad, very sad what they do with the, nobody specific, but I've heard so many programs that have kind of been outed in the fact that they put, especially the ladies, so hard. And you see a lot of these people, and they're just like, they're just so thin. It's just like
Yeah, but the fact that like she could advocate for herself and be like, hey, this is
Yes,
what we actually
absolutely.
need.
Yeah, I follow some runners and a couple, ladies who are now professional now too, that they have come out and advocated, just like you said, for taking care of yourself and to watch out for the eating eating disorders and stuff.
So if I
Because-
wanted to prevent coming from, I didn't want to see you. I mean, although I love you, and if I had someone to work on me, you would definitely be the guy. But if I did not want to come see you,
Right.
prevention is the best way to go about, and rest is the big part of that. That's why it sounds like you're telling me.
Yes, thank you for bringing us back. But it is definitely, rest is one of those things, and do not. And of course, I out myself.
I was gonna say I think
I out
we're getting
myself
to
in
it.
every-
Do as I say, do not do as I do. We just had that conversation.
I always love to confess in the middle of all this other stuff that I'm mentioning, but figure out. Okay, this is what I'm feeling. Don't ignore it.
Yeah.
Okay, earlier detection is healthy, right? With everything, but figuring out, kind of being honest with yourself and not being I can run through this. Okay, all of us have said that. Like
I do it every day.
Right.
I was gonna say I took time off for my hip and it's gotten much better.
Okay, not to throw you into this, Kevin.
Yeah,
but I've
let's do
half
it.
picked on you a little bit about this, just very briefly. But I'm like,
Let's full pick.
Full pick.
Yeah.
Like
Pick away.
I saw your numbers that you were putting up, and I think
Yeah.
I kind of hollered at you a
You
little
did.
bit. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, you went to so many miles from
Yeah.
in such a short period of time. I don't know how your body's going to take that.
Yeah.
It will. It will catch up with you a little bit, but I mean, that's just an outsider kind of looking in, and how you ended up handling is whatever. Because I don't know all the specifics. I don't know if it broke down. If you're just like, man, I've just like ran through this all, and I'm
every
good.
year I've had some sort of ailment in the winter, like January, February. Every year I've had something that's taken me out for several months since I've started running. My first year was my IT band. My second year was a mountain bike injury, and then this year I've had surgery. So I've had it, even if I didn't want to take time off, like my body has made me take time off.
And so again, like we all have those things that have forced us to, but in the meantime, like you've accomplished great things.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's incredible. The things that you've accomplished in the shortish time that you've been, couple of years that you've been running, are beyond what I have.
Sure.
But
Let's talk about stepping up
Yeah.
a little too fast or just going from 0 to 60, because I think you have some experience with that.
yeah.
do as I say, don't do as I do, type stuff.
Well, I get a little greedy, and that's back to I think, not to get too deep too fast, but I think it does go back to like high school when I felt like, okay, this kind of came easy to me.
Yeah.
I hate to say it like that, but it was at that
It's
point.
a natural thing. You felt natural in it.
Right. So it came easy
Yeah.
to me. And, some of my closest friends are like, oh, yeah, Lawton's a runner. Like Lawton's the runner. And so I'd go out and I'd just kind of decide to do something. And I hadn't run like more than 4 or 5 miles in a while. And then I'd go out and say, hey, let's do a night marathon, on the trails. And I don't even know if I'd run. That might have been my first trail run. It might have been my first trail run. Why not do it all? My wife is at home, like, you're going to.
I think there's something
what?
mentally with specifically ultra runners, the way they approach training, because there's a lot of them that we've talked to, never done a marathon, or maybe done a half marathon, they go run a 50 miler. And now in the logical sense of training, we'll tell you, don't increase your mileage by more than 10% per week.
Right.
And if we do that, it's going to take you 500 years to get to an ultra distance.
Yeah.
But we see people they ran a 5K, by the end of the year, they're doing back-to-back 100 milers.
Yeah.
And they ramped
then
it up.
they break themselves.
Then they do break down.
I was going to say, my sister, she ran in January, or no, it was February. She ran her very first, this was years ago. She ran her very first 5K, and then at the end of the year, she did Space Coast. And she has not run a single step since.
Wow.
Yeah. Just
So
because, ramping up really fast can destroy you if you're not.
For sure. And so that's where I started to get. So the reason why I've started to get into trail running is because, so part of it is I burnt out a little bit. Okay. And this is coming from a lifetime runner who I love it. It's a de-stressor for me. My wife tells me to go run, Lawton. I'll come back happier. But I've done that most of my life, and yet I was hitting to a point where I didn't feel I wasn't sure what I identified anymore. Am I fast? What am I now? Like, I can't run the numbers in a very long time that I used to. And so I'm like, what do I find, to kind of find my niche right now? What can make it fun and reinterest me? And so running trails, believe it or not, I started hearing, oh, well, you typically run like a slower time. When your trails, like you add a couple minutes,
That's
to
pretty
what
typical.
what you think like your half marathon time would be, or your 10K. I don't remember what it was specifically at the time that I'd heard. I'm like, realistically, you can add a couple minutes to that mile. I'm like, okay. Like it gave me a little bit of, I could breathe now. I'm like, it took away that ultra competitive feeling that I couldn't get rid of. Mm-hmm. And it gave me some time to step back and just to enjoy running a little bit again. And I needed that desperately. So that's what trail helped me with. Joe, I don't know where you were, what you said. Oh yeah. You said I've kind of jumped forward and stuff and things, but yeah. So, it's always what's next. Right. Mm-hmm. But I've tried to not jump too far too fast.
So what's right now, as of today?
Yeah.
We as the podcast understand that you've done a marathon, but you've also done some other things too. You've done 50K.
Yes.
Have you done 60K?
No. So the farthest race is officially Joe's 50K from last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I did it. I'm very proud of that.
Yeah. It was a great time.
Right.
Yeah.
I've done 4 marathons, but it's a whole different world. It's a whole different world. Like I would love to just keep knocking those out, and I want goals. I want to keep seeking my numbers. Yeah.
Sure.
I do have numbers. I
mean, it's road, right?
Yeah. So a whole different world.
Yep.
But I'm not giving up on everything just for trail. It's just a different aspect that keeps it healthy
different
for
animal.
me. It's a balance.
Yeah.
It's a balance. But yeah, so I did the 50K last year, and I was extremely, I'm very proud of that. But also, I think the shirt I have on, I think is the Azalea.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that was a few years ago, and I've wanted to do that since. But I've actually done 38 miles before I did the 50K.
Okay.
But that's in 11 and a half hours.
Still, that still counts.
I know. So technically, I've been an ultra marathoner for, a few years.
2022.
Yeah. Yeah,
When it
you
was.
found me. You
Yep.
found me.
Of course, this is what I do.
That's what Shae does.
This is what I do.
Good job, Shae.
I have to pull up the ultra sign up.
Yeah.
You don't need me to pat you back, but good job. Because I couldn't have told you what year that was. But yeah, so I did that, and it was just fun.
Yeah.
And it was laps, so that made it in my mind easier. I could do 2 points.
And it's road.
Or however many. No, that was trail.
Oh, it's trail.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
it's
one?
trail.
Yes,
It,
sir.
it's
They've moved it back.
now,
Yes.
but
I see.
it was
Yep.
road, and then because of COVID stuff, they moved it to somebody's property.
They literally hosted it in the woods behind their property, and it was
okay.
like an easy lap of 2-something miles or 4 miles. So I would do a couple laps, come back, go to the truck I had at the time. I'm like, yeah, I can just go back, touch base, get some more fuel and hydrate and stuff, and then get back out there. So to me, it was relaxing. Mm-hmm. I was by myself that day. I mean, there were some people that we knew. I think Michelle Marino and a bunch of other people who were there with her, just to throw a name
I saw
out there.
Michelle Marino today.
Did you?
Yeah, I was going to the gym, and she was her business is right next to the gym where I work out. And she was going into the office, and we stopped and talked for a while. And I asked her if she was registered to do the Skunk Ape 100 this year, and she said she is.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
Anastasia, her
Anastasia
daughter.
is going to do the 50 miler.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. She's
Yeah.
going to be out there beating me. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then,
Yes.
oh my gosh.
Whatever it is that's in your brain.
He was there too with them. We'll have to come back to that because I am blanking, which is common. It's common.
So he was at that Azalea race. So whoever this gentleman, maybe.
Yeah. So, so anyway, but that was fun. So I've actually done 38 is the farthest I've gone. I just do not consider that like the 50K at your race.
Yeah.
a different beast.
Well,
right?
It was a different setup. And
The Two Prairies is a very
Two
unique
Prairies.
race. I mean,
Okay, so let me get specific. That I overheated.
Yeah.
I had heat exhaustion. Like
Yeah.
I didn't have anybody to diagnose me, but I know it. I was struggling on the second half.
Yeah.
You did the 30K and you went back out, and I was just going to do it. I just knew I was going to do it. And again, one of those situations where I don't know if I've trained enough for this, but I'm going to do it. I know I didn't. But I got out there and I was on the back half of that and I felt good. And then all of a sudden lack of understanding on how to properly fuel was really starting to catch up to me. And then I just overheated, and I was just walking was a huge struggle. And as soon as I finally got back into the tree line to come back towards the finish or start finish line, I just kept looking for the top of the hill, and I was just like, it better be the top of this, and it was not. For a very long time, it was.
This is it. I could see it. It's a mirage at every top of the hill.
Yep. And then this year, just to compare, I was like, man, I'm going to go back and I'm just going to beat my time from last year again. Not properly trained for it. I don't know. Whatever, man. This is me. And I'm like, I'm going to do it. But again, it was hot this year.
Yeah.
What was the
Hot
hot?
that day.
It was the
like
hottest day of the year so far.
Yes, sir.
It was almost 90 degrees.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so, but in this time around, I wasn't sure about my prep, but I'm like, nope, just for pure stubbornness, I'm going to go out and do it. And for whatever reason, I'm going to beat my time from last year. I don't know. And so, I got like halfway to the 30K mark. I got maybe 15 out. Still felt pretty good. And all of a sudden hit a wall. At like 14 in with 4 miles left, I was barely run walking it. I was mostly walking it.
Yeah.
And I just felt so overheated. I was like, I had to come to that grips. Here's back to something else. I had to come to grips that it was safer for me to stop. And I actually came to peace with it at that point, that for my own safety, I needed to stop. And my determination, I struggle with that because you want to push past it, right? You want to be like, no, I can do this. But I just knew that physically, this is something that I was not going to be good if I kept going. And so whenever I came back to you, Joe, I was like, oh man, I'm sorry, I'm done. Like I'm 30K in and I'm done.
Feel good knowing you were not the only person. There was quite a few people. We had one guy come into the aid station there at the start finish to go back out for the second half. And he was way bad heat exhausted.
Yeah.
And, but he wanted to go.
He looked rough. I was going to say he went, didn't he?
He did go. He sat there for a while, recovered, got cooled down, got hydrated.
Did he finish?
He finished.
He did. Yeah. We saw him.
He was the DFL.
But that was his first 50K, I believe.
Yeah.
And Ari, who won, went out and brought him in the last couple miles.
See, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And you know what? And of course, let me just get to the point to where I went back to the car, sat in that, flipped on high, that AC in my car, and just sat in there and just cooled my body back down. Got as much fuel and sugar and everything, anything I could get my hands on, right? Potato chips, anything. And then got my blood sugar back up and everything. And then I walked back out to you guys at the table there, and I started questioning myself. I'm like, can I go back out? Can I do this?
I feel like we should really have some conversations about fueling with you. I feel like that's really important
during that 30K.
Not enough.
No, but what did you eat? How did your strategy of fueling? Like, what was your plan, and how did you execute?
Okay, so what I didn't do is more important, which is we all talk about topping off our glycogen, right?
Yeah.
So just eating the day before, a couple days before, and I know better. So I know all this stuff, guys. I know all this stuff, but the day before, I'm like, or 2 days, I'm like, I need to just get my carbs in, get my body, good to go.
If you're depleted when you start, you're never going to get caught up.
That's true.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. That's I think where you can put the main thing on. So I was short. I think I tried eating like a big dish of pasta like the night before, but I was so far. But I look back and I'm like, okay, so I really didn't eat much over the course of the day leading up. Like I had a breakfast, and then I was hungry for into the evening. Ate the pasta and expect myself to go down and just throw out a 50K in the heat. So that morning, there are multiple things that I could blame it on, or that are real things that affect you. But yeah, fueling. So I've really tried to get serious about the whole even just carb loading to get the glycogen topped off, which is something I've been, obsessively watching YouTube videos.
The
about
thing
that.
is you exhaust it so quickly, and and you got to keep it topped off during your race before you get to a critical level.
Yes.
And once it's gone, it's gone.
Right.
And
I caught myself in the last couple of races going, okay, Well, in my training, okay. Well, I've done some more training since that 50K, and I've tried to work some of that out. I've tried to get more serious about that. So again, learning, right? Learning process, because I'm forcing myself to learn before the 50 miler. That's a whole different beast than the 50K, whole different world. But so now you have to fuel before you think you need it.
Yeah.
And so because I got
If you're hungry, you're already.
Yeah.
You're too late.
Yeah. You know, you're right. Because I had to, I've gotten real obsessive, I guess, about putting what I'm carrying. I'm really struggling with trying to get ready with less than 2 weeks ago with what I'm wearing, with which, hydration vest I have, how much, am I carrying carbs? Am I going to have drop bags? Like, these are all things that I'm seriously trying to learn from all of you guys.
Yeah.
And
so let's open it up for questions. Like
Breakfast. What are you eating for breakfast?
yeah.
What's your breakfast before you
can we
start?
get off these subjects?
Let's talk like Thursday. Obviously, the race is Saturday. You
Yeah.
need to eat really ideally, and I'm not just from my experience personally. Your heavy carb load meal should be Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday dinner before, because it's going to take a full day for you to process that meal for it to be able to have usable energy for Saturday.
Because you're through your daily living, you're burning glycogen.
For sure.
So it takes a while. I mean, if you really can't even get it up to the maximum amount. And again, you're a runner that runs with carbohydrates.
Yep.
So you're going to burn those. That's the energy source that your body's used to go. And so
I think usually a couple days before I'll eat just slightly above maintenance calories.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really do the whole
Carb load.
no,
Yeah.
I don't do it.
But Shae's gotten very efficient, and that's one thing to learn from Shae. And I learned from Shae, but she's gotten very efficient about feeding during her race.
Yes.
Right.
So you don't have to be as good at the carb loading, or if you were just going to be eating gels the
Right.
entire race.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't eat gels the entire race.
but like breakfast, be smart about breakfast. Like I used to
The day
do
of.
that morning,
Yeah.
good breakfast. You want if I can manage it, I want oatmeal that night
Yeah,
or it's for the morning. So I'll do overnight oats. So I'll have
It's just
oatmeal in the
regular
morning.
oats.
I have
Yep.
those.
It's just regular oats.
It's just oats that have been in the
It's just
refrigerator.
oats that are in the fridge.
I've sat there overnight.
So yeah, and then literally, I don't know, 30 minutes before you start, have 100 calories.
Yeah.
Just eat it. So you've had your breakfast. One of the things that people don't think about is, okay, I've had my breakfast at home and then I still have to drive to the race.
Yep.
And so then you're already losing your calories there. So you always have something right before.
30 minutes
Do
before.
a banana. You know what? An Oreo is 70 calories. It's it is a good source of fuel. So, always have about 100 calories right before you start running. Juice is a really good one too.
Liquid
And
calories.
it's about learning. You're talking about what am I fueling, right? How am I fueling? So it's about learning what your body can handle, right?
Sure.
And especially you, Shae, you've learned what your body can handle and what it works well on, right? So, I overanalyze everything, and I'm going to start another subject. My time management is bad. So I show up late to races. And
what?
What? You made it early here tonight?
Never.
I got here on time. But that's a good thing for me. But so I've struggled with that. I get to races. I get to 5Ks oh my gosh, let's not.
5 seconds. They've already started the timer.
Start.
Yes.
I've missed starts
Yes.
a couple times. So my time management is bad. So when you're talking about calories and fueling the morning of, I'm almost better going into an evening because I've been able to think about it because I've had time to work into it than morning races where I get up an hour before I'm supposed to be on the starting line. And I'm not I'm okay, well, I'll just throw something in me and go. Whereas I really, and again, these are things I'm learning, right? Through the 50 mile, you cannot take it lightly. So I am considering, a lot of people like oats. A lot of people like oatmeal the morning of. And I'm watching so many of these, runners with these YouTube channels, and I follow them and I'm listening to them, and I'm overanalyzing though. And I'm like, okay, do I have oatmeal? Something that I found that I like, and I love peanut butter.
Yeah.
I was
So
going to say,
Yep.
peanut butter and some bread or a
Right,
bagel.
right.
That's
So-
great too.
Right, exactly. So, like toast or whatever, the case might be bagel, with peanut butter and some honey.
Have you
Yeah, that's perfect. That is
Yeah.
also perfect.
have you run with any of these fuel sources? Have you tried to eat it and then went on a run?
Or eat it while you're running.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
is it eating while I'm running? So I do not see. There's my prep.
Yeah.
Okay. These are all different aspects of things that I've struggled with over the years, and way too late now. At 48 years old or whatever, I'm now starting to realize I cannot just go out there and run on some fitness that I've built.
That is true.
100%. No. Yes, I definitely need to get my mileage in. I need to get my time on feet
But with
in.
ultra, you have to have fitness, but that's only a part of the
Exactly.
equation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
And that's
there-
what I'm. Yep.
yeah.
So I'm literally talking to people, friends, patients, stuff. Patients. A lot of the patients are my friends, and we talk. Oh yeah, what are you doing this week? Oh well, I'm training. Like this past weekend, I did 15 miles and I did 17 miles back to back
Nice.
days,
Good.
and I'm using those, trying to do what
Yeah.
we're all supposed to do. You're trial and error. You're like, okay, what works for me? What isn't working for me? Like actually today, coming off of this weekend, I feel good.
Yeah,
I
good.
feel good because a few weeks ago, like I don't know how many weeks ago it was whenever I did your 50K, Joe, 2 prairies, like I slammed. I slammed the wall at 14 miles, and then I was done. A week later, I went back out to Santos Trailhead, did 18 miles, started way too late in the day, ended up. It was one of my worst experiences running, if you want to be honest. I ran out of light. I was in the dark for at least the last hour.
Oh my.
I had
On
my
trail?
the trail, like the trail section of Santos.
Yeah. No
I went-
headlamp?
What's that?
No headlamp?
No, I had it,
Okay.
but I think my batteries are a little low. Plus, it was not a moonlit night like last night was. It was dark in the trail. I went out. I got greedy. Okay, so Tiffany, and we all identify this with this, but my wife Tiffany, she's like, "How many are you going to go?" I'm like, "I will be back. I'm just going to do 4." And she's like, she just looks at me with that look like,
Yeah, 4.
Sure you are.
Yep.
And I'll end up dragging it out. So anyway, my point is, I went out there that night a few weeks ago, and I was going to do, I don't know, 16 or something. And I went, okay, well, I am 8 out, and then I'll go up to that next tree up there, or that next marker, or the top of the hill. And next thing you know, I'm like, okay, so I'm 8.3 in. I'm like, okay, well,
I could just round this off to
if I'm
9.
18, yeah, exactly. And if I'm 8.3 in, I can do 8.5, and then I'll be back and I'll do 17.
Yeah.
Well, crap, here I am. I can go right around the corner there. Now I'm over 8.5. If I just do 9, yeah, I'll turn around at 9.
We've all done that. I have
I
done
know,
that so
No.
many times.
I have a coach, so I do not do
man.
that.
I was like,
Right.
we're so close. I,
who
cannot
wants to
stop it
Who
here.
wants to turn around at a random tree
Yeah,
in the
you
woods?
don't.
Oh my
When you
gosh.
know there's an intersection ahead that you can make it
you
to.
find a tree with a blaze. I do this. If I'm on the trail, there's a tree with a blaze. I have to high five the blaze, and then I'm heading back. I have to high five the blaze.
Yeah, every couple hundred feet you'll see a blaze.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was a perfect storm of
How was your fueling,
stupidity
though?
that night. So again, the fueling was not good going into that night.
it was
I didn't
nice.
take
It
it,
was cool.
seriously enough. Yeah, and that's 18 miles. You don't sneeze at that anytime, really.
Yeah.
I don't care what your fitness is, really. I mean, you got to plan for it. And I didn't. I was like, okay, well, I'm running out of time. I have, I don't know, however many miles. I said, I have this much time. And then I got greedy for mileage. And then I started throwing myself, I'm like, well, if I pick it up a little bit, I can be back before it's too dark.
Yeah.
I could still have a little bit of light, but you're in the trail. You're not on the paved trail.
Yep.
So you have even less light coming down. And next thing you know, my phone died. So
Oh, Jesus, Lawton.
my phone died. I was trying to keep my wife in the loop of where I was and what was going on. So then I had no more communication. And then, which killed my music, which I'm telling you, I do not run without music. I just don't. Now my wife has me listening to books while I'm running.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. What are you listening to right now?
No.
What's the
What are you listening
book
to
are you
right
listening
now?
to?
Akatar.
No.
Is it Akhtar?
Ready?
Is it
Ready?
Four Wings? What is
No, it's Throne of Glass.
Oh, okay. Akhtar.
Yeah. So it was, what did you say the other one was too?
Fourth Wing?
Yeah, I did.
What are you guys
It's
listening
so
to?
good.
What are you listening to?
What was the last one?
Shae?
Onyx Storm. Oh my gosh, listen
Onyx
to me.
Storm was so good.
I need to stop saying this stuff.
So I had,
Yes.
I loved Onyx Storm. Did you read the new Hunger Games yet?
No, I have not. We have it sitting on our
The
table.
prequel.
We have it
It's-
sitting on our table in our house.
Oh, I cried.
Yeah.
So hard.
So I love my wife so much that I'm doing this. Okay, I've
So you guys
committed
can
to
talk
it.
about the books. That's
Yes,
very
that's-
important.
She
yeah.
requested
And
that.
then
that
she'll
I
be
do
like,
that.
every time you come back, she's like, okay, where you are in the book. Where
Are you reading
Where
anything,
Did this
Kevin?
happen yet?
What am I reading?
Are you reading anything?
Yeah, David Goggins.
Are you
Oh,
really?
stop it.
Oh, I've read them all.
Are you really reading it though?
I've read them all.
I
No,
just
he's
say,
not
I
really
just say, have you read it? I'm asking, are you reading
I'm
it?
not reading it right now. No.
Oh, okay. I know Shay's reading something right now. What are you reading, Shae?
I'm listening to it's the Chief Inspector Gamache novel, A Fatal Grace by Louise Penny, that I was just recommended. And then also when I want, because I usually do fiction and nonfiction, I either bump between them. I'm listening to an audiobook on Action Park.
Oh,
That would be fun.
Oh,
I am
Yeah.
listening to
I
a
know
book.
what you're talking about.
Yeah,
You are
Action
looking
Park,
for a
that
book?
deadly
No,
place in New
That's
Jersey.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I take that back. I am listening to a book.
What do you
called
think?
The Muscle Ladder.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm still working on that one. I'm not finished with it.
I like historical novels, and I like things that are accurate. So I listened to Mel Gibson talked about this book called Frontiersman that like inspired him with a lot of his films and stuff. So I'm listening to it. It's about
Fourth wing.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
So-
this is I gave it to him so
Sorry.
I could try and get him to
Okay.
read it.
So
So then when we're doing like road trips and stuff, I'm like, can I put on the dragon book?
Yes, she's-
so I'm
she's
just like
tempting me with this
slowly
book.
trying
Yeah.
to get him.
Sorry,
to,
guys.
integrated.
So you didn't have no book. You didn't have no.
I had
no
nothing.
music.
I had
nothing.
nothing.
Hey, Joe.
And your wife is getting mad at you.
And honestly, this night, for whatever reason, so I often take her vehicle and leave my Mustang at home, which my Mustang is a stick. Tiffany's not terribly well versed. She's just like, I'm not going to rip up your performance car. And so she's very respectful to that. She's capable, but so I decided to take my car that night for whatever reason. I took the Mustang and I left her car. And the whole different subject, but I'm epileptic, and so that does have to be considered sometimes. So I try to kind of not make a big deal about it, but I'm like, honey, if something happens, you have your car. And I don't say it very often, but for whatever reason that night I did. I said, you have your car. You can
You
come
already
check on me.
had her heightened, bro.
I know.
Before you even
I
went out.
know. But I mean, do I say something? Do I not say something? I don't know. So I went, and so she had no contact with me. And that night, I was trying to keep contact with her. I was just trying to make sure I didn't lose her on the other end.
Was this the night that they had the sheriff's helicopter out there? Was this the night? This was the night they had the sheriff's helicopter.
I
out
don't
there.
know. I have no
Okay,
idea.
go ahead.
But so I struggled. I will tell you just a slight comment on that in just a moment. But I struggled. I just had to keep. It sounds so cheesy. Keep one foot in front of the other going because I had nothing left.
Yeah.
And so it was dark. I had no music. I could hear myself breathing. I was almost tripping on every stinking little root. Like I was just trying to pick my legs up and go forward.
Just trying to survive.
Yeah. Now, honestly, I just was. I had, and it comes back to the fueling. Okay. I'm not even kidding. It comes back to the fueling. I had nothing in me. And looking back, that's the biggest thing I learned from that.
You
night.
didn't take any calories?
I took some, but I was so far in deficit that it just wasn't. It wasn't.
I've
bringing me back.
ran that distance without calories before and regretted every step of it.
Yeah.
I
That's not
can't.
good.
I can't do it. Maybe a half marathon with a gel or something like that, but otherwise, anything more than that, and I'm just asking for it. And I've learned that. But so that night, I finally got back, and I barely got myself in the car. And of course, I was driving my stick.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very powerful car that you can stall in a heartbeat if you're not.
Yeah.
And so I got myself back home. And this is 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got back home and I pulled my car into the garage, and here comes Tiffany right behind me in her car. And I was like, oh crap. She left. Like
She went looking for you.
She did. She went to the trailhead. She went to Santos Trailhead and looked for me. And at first, and I parked on the other side. I parked in the bike side. And I never do that. But there was no parking on the other side. And I've been out there for 4.5 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
And So everybody was gone. There was nobody else left. And so I parked on the other side. She couldn't find me, which was probably better because she's like, oh, well, he's gone. Good. He left. She drove around the other side and saw my car. She's like, oh, crap. He's out there somewhere. Well, she works for the sheriff's office. She's in law enforcement. So she has some connections to, let's say, the
Like a helicopter?
The sheriff's office right down the road.
Substation.
The substation.
Yeah, the substation. Thank you. The substation right around the corner. So she starts contacting people, and I don't know who specifically, but she starts saying, "Hey, I think we need to go out there looking for him. He's out there somewhere." And so by the time that she did all that, somehow we missed each other on the road.
Oh.
I think she saw me right as I was getting back towards the neighborhood. She turned around and followed me back, and I parked, and I was just.
Let me look here. You still have some butt back there.
Yeah.
So she didn't chew it all off.
No. Oh, yeah. So she did not say much.
Oh no.
That's
bad.
That's
real bad.
So I'm trying to stand up, getting out of the car. Like I said, I was barely moving, and.
Do you have a good excuse? Did you make some story like a bear chased you, like ate your phone?
I didn't take any food.
Like,
bro, I had no excuses. She just knew, and so she pulls in. I'm like, crap, and she walks through the garage. She doesn't. All she said was, "I am going to kill you," and she just walked straight into the house. And I'm like, I want to say so many things like, do you understand that I can barely move? Like anything I want to, but I'm like, no, I know there's nothing I can say right now.
No.
No explanation.
You didn't do it because she was being inconsiderate. It just happened.
No. She's just so worried, and
you put her in a really tough spot. Like,
I did. And so
she's
she loves me tremendously. All these things that I could say, but she was just so she was scared.
She knows how to hide the evidence.
She was scared.
So.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes, y'all. Yes.
My wife gets a beacon every time I run. She doesn't know how to follow it. And she doesn't even know where I'm at. She'd have to call my running friends to come get me.
She would call me.
Yeah.
She would call me.
So without going into too much, any explanation, I'd just say she's crime scene. She works crime scene. So you better believe she knows how to.
Yeah.
She knows what evidence does not need to be around.
She knows the science of
She would
making
never
you
do
disappear.
it.
She would never.
But she knows how.
And if we ever see you disappear, we won't ask any questions.
No.
Yep.
Because we might be next.
That's right. No. Tiffany's great. We love Tiffany.
Oh yeah. She's amazing. She's very, very patient with me.
Yes.
But yeah, so that's what I learned from that run.
And this was recent.
Yeah.
So
this was like 3 weeks ago.
to break in. So we haven't really touched on it, but epilepsy. How does that affect running? Does it come into play with running, or has it ever?
I mean, we're going into uncharted territory a little bit here too, where you don't really know.
So I've been taking medication for epilepsy since I was like 17 years old. When I started having grand mal seizures.
Yeah.
There was some indications for when I was earlier, when I was, like 8 or 6 or something like that. But that's when it started to truly affect my life. Like they're like, okay, you're probably an adult with epilepsy, seizure disorder and stuff. And I'm like, okay, great. I'm going to live like this. So I've been on it for decades, but the way it affects running is typically, running outside. This is amazing for me. I've had, and I don't know how many seizures I've had, grand mal seizures, maybe 30 to 40 over the years, but only a 2 or 3 outside while I was running outside. I'm not even,
Really?
It's very little exaggeration. If I could just go for a ballpark small figure, that's probably what's happened.
So, it's funny because fitness does so much for our bodies. I mean, we have lots of people have lots of health conditions that, the prescription for dealing with that issue is go exercise.
Yeah.
Do you think that plays a role in your seizure disorder?
I believe, and most of the doctors that I've talked to, which, just a couple neurologists here and like a primary there or something, my fitness is pretty darn good. So they're like, well, are you still taking your meds? Yeah. All your markers look great. Your blood looks great. All this other stuff is good. You just make sure you're keeping on top of it with your medication. I've had some issues when I missed some doses.
Yeah.
And, but one more specific, if I may, on your
Yeah.
subject of epilepsy, is I learned 2 years ago, about two and a half years ago, after my last grand mal seizure, which was indoors at home by myself. But the day before, I had just done a training run. I did a half marathon training run at Santos, matter of fact, by myself. And but I finished that morning, and I went to go see family out of town. I drank a ton of water that day. I'm like, I am not going to have a hydration headache today. I'm not going to do it. But my electrolytes did not follow along. Oh. So very soon after that, the next day, I was home by myself and had one at home with nobody else around. And then I was like, I don't understand. I don't think I'm missing a bunch of meds. I don't know what's going on. I started doing a little research, and after being on the same main medication that I take for like 15 years, I finally looked up the effects, the side effects, and one of them from this main medication I take says it depletes electrolytes.
Oh, so now you know you need extra.
I could have, yes. So that's the key point. I need to put extra focus and consideration into that.
Yeah.
And so that is some big.
We're starting up this LaCroix party right now.
What's your go-to electrolyte? Like, what do you typically use?
More learning, right? Yeah. So right now,
Not Gatorade.
No,
Gator Light though. Gator Light's really good. I love.
So
Gator Light.
I'm glad some of that stuff is now out there and more accessible in the stores for folks to grab who maybe don't have as much depth of knowledge about what specifically they like. So I'm glad those are out there. But I have found from, down at the good old Running Elements, which I think we all
we love Peter.
Spend some time down there. Yeah, Peter's amazing. All of them are amazing. But I found Relight.
Oh, Relight. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's good.
So I use the canister, the powder, like the lemon lime is kind of what I just go to.
Yeah.
And I've been flipping that into, my water carriers and all that
500
stuff.
milligrams of sodium, I think, in a serving of that.
That's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Elements
So-
higher.
Element's good too.
Okay, so that's where I was going to say too. So I don't have any element.
Oh,
yet,
I've got some. Here, I'll give you some.
but I do want to try against trying to see what is right for each person, right? So I want to see if that will work well for me too, because I also like the individual packets that they're small. They're
I've seen
thin,
a
you just dump
few.
it in.
People also process that stuff. Their body processes it different. I've seen a few people in races have too much.
So I've learned, like, I typically do not do almost any extra salt.
You get
When I
it
run.
from your food.
Yeah. Like
get-
potato chips. Yeah. So I've realized, like, too much salt just doesn't work for me. The only way I know is like when I really start going to the bathroom a lot, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I need salt. But it doesn't happen like in any shorter races.
Perfect.
There's a
Kevin was just became my element dealer.
So the first ones are free.
If that one's the watermelon one,
Yes.
that's the best one.
I think it's raspberry.
I've had a couple of these.
I think the blue one there's just natural water flavored.
So
Like,
I raw dog
yeah,
them.
yeah.
I like to raw dog them.
Good for
I just
you.
Rip the top right off.
Yeah.
Go take it to Pound Town and just pour a little water in my mouth.
Yeah. Is that like the whole like pre-workout thing?
That's right. Just spit it right in my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. I avoid
It's like cinnamon challenge.
But
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Yes, you're listing things that I will not do. No, thank you. Let's
Yeah,
throw
but
some
so
water down.
electrolytes are really going to be important for you, obviously, with your condition.
Right.
Plus,
and
it's
then-
going to be probably pretty toasty.
Yeah, it's going to be hot.
And again, that's something that I've learned. You
Yeah.
know, like I learned again what I think that was a trigger for me that time. My last one. That was a hard lesson.
Hard lesson. I remember that. I
but this
remember when
sport-
that happened to you.
So it's been years since you've had like a grand mal seizure?
Yeah, about I think it was January of what year is it? 2023.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's January
Okay.
20. Which
Yeah, I
of
remember.
course, when that happens, yes, it affects my whole life.
Yeah.
Like there
So
are a lot
this
of
sport requires
things
that
be
you to
considered.
learn on the fly and to adjust as you go. I mean, the things that would bother that would happen at 5K that don't bother us becomes big deals when you get at 50K or 50 mile.
Yeah.
And so, and it's like Kevin said earlier, it's not always the same thing.
That's right.
Like it didn't bother you this time, but the next time it might bother you. You know,
and the
so
distance is going to change. So, what might work for you up to 18 miles might not work for a
there's
marathon.
so many
Might not work
variables.
for
I mean,
50.
weather conditions,
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you've gone 38. It's just 12 more.
I know.
It's
right?
just
It's
just 12 more, Shae.
I'm being encouraging.
Very
no. Thank you. I needed to.
But I think
hear that.
your thing that you're going to really need to focus your attention on is not only electrolytes but also fueling. So like, what is your on the run things that you're packing in your vest and that you're taking with you? What are you carrying with you to eat?
Okay. And even the last 2 weeks before this, I am specifically trying to narrow this down.
Okay.
So for instance, like Shae, you said, sodium and such, right? Well, I found, at being trail runners and ultra runners or just runners in general, you find out that you get a little bit of mental permission. Like, I can kind of eat some crap. I can have that.
Yeah, we
I can
love
have
that.
No. It's not crap. What it is, it's processed food that is easily accessible calories for your body that doesn't make it work as hard to break down.
Good job. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're Oreo. That's
Exactly.
my example.
Yeah.
So you can be out at the aid station. So anyway, and have all kinds of stuff available, like Mountain Dew. But anyway, so Joe, you said, what am I putting in there, right? So I'm thinking, okay, like I put like all these sandwich bags now that are all over my my house. Like some potato chips.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Salty chips.
Yep.
Delicious.
Yep. Things that will break down reasonably quickly, that will not sit on your stomach and
Important.
and give you more of a risk of being
Upset
sick.
stomach.
Yeah.
Or pooping.
Something I was going to say something coming out either end.
Yes.
And let's just say I don't typically throw up. So, but yeah, so that's a concern. So potato chips. Let's see some of the other things. So I do seem to be able to handle gels well.
Okay.
I don't know if I want 12 of them. Like
I don't know that I would
want.
want 12 gels.
No. So I'm going to have to.
I would eat real food as long as you can.
Sure.
Because and then if you're not feeling good and you're like, I know I need calories.
Right.
Like if you're grumpy,
And you can't tolerate and hold down real
then you
food.
just throw a gel.
Yeah. Right.
Because after a while you're like, I don't want to eat anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but don't use the gels until it's an emergency to use the gels
okay.
because every aid station is going to have real food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, that's a big consideration coming right now. Talking about fueling, I'm going to continue because that's how important I'm considering this like the number one thing. And then my fitness is, I think I'll be okay. I mean, okay, I'm going to be dying.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
As will everybody.
Guess what? Guess what we're going to see? You guys know what we're going to see?
What are we going to see?
The Berm 2.0.
Ayo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the process of, I'm trying to work all that fueling out. So in the process, I did this past Saturday, I started at Landbridge Trailhead, and I went out 7.5 in the direction that we're going for the. And so I don't remember exactly where that got me. Past 49th Avenue.
About 484.
Yeah. So then I got out about that far and came back. So that was 7.5 out. So then yesterday, today's Monday. Yesterday I went to the 49th Avenue trailhead, and I went out 8.5. So I'm trying to get myself more comfortable so where I'm not nervous as much about trail that I have not been on yet.
Have you ran the Pruitt section?
I got out to Ross Prairie, and I turned around at Ross Prairie.
Yeah. So it's funny. Our hometown runners for that race have an advantage. It's so funny. Listen, our friend Laura just did the same thing. She wants to see every part of this trail before she races. I'm like, there's runners coming from out of the state that have never set foot on this trail, and they're going to race it. And it's going to be so well marked. You guys are going to be fine.
Yeah, and I even do you have that partially marked out there somewhere?
No,
nothing.
No.
Okay, because there are some
There's
pink
some
flagging
clearing.
low.
Yeah, they're doing some clearing out there.
Yeah, there's some work going on.
Yeah. So I wanna kind of get the berm again 2.0.
2.0.
Here's a question for me to you. How long is that section?
6 miles.
You suck.
47 miles.
I was thinking maybe tops 5, but
it's 6.
You're just well, not you, Joe.
The other Joe.
The other
I gotta
Joe.
yell at somebody because
You can yell at Joe Fuller. We like yelling at Joe Fuller.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. I think he'll.
It's really closer to 7 because you got the little out and back that you got to go on.
Just like
So-
pile
so
it
it's
on
highway
there.
two.
You know, I
200.
ran it last year. I ran
Yes.
the 50 last
Yes,
year,
absolutely.
and I was doing really well all the way up until Ross Prairie,
Okay.
and then I hit the berm, and
Yeah.
I literally exploded and hit a brick wall.
Right.
So my
it's
advice,
20 some in,
it's
right?
like 20,
Yeah, it's right at 20 miles in.
20-ish
So,
in.
Because the
something like
turnaround
that.
is about like 28 points.
Well, I will tell
And
you,
that's
though.
where we'll be.
It's closer to 30
Okay.
on the turnaround.
yeah, yeah. So I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just hit the wall. You know, I think that the most important thing, because you're going to have their first aid station is going to be at Lambridge, and that's
Right,
roughly
right.
like 7.5
Like
miles.
6.5, something like that.
something like that.
6.75.
There you go. That's great. Is it 6.75? I feel like
I
it's
think
more.
one place, it depends on which measurement.
it
you're
could
looking
be.
at.
It,
It says
it also-
6.65.
Okay.
One place.
it doesn't matter. It's like 7 miles.
I'm just saying it. Yeah, round it up. I'm sorry.
And then you're going to have from there, you're going to go to 49th.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then that's what 4 miles.
Yeah.
3.5.
It's 4.
3.5 miles.
It's
It's
3.8. It
It's
says 3.8.
3.75.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is 3.75.
Okay, it's 3.75 miles.
So now I'm just
Whatever
giving you a
Shae
hard
said.
time.
And then you're going to go from there to Ross Prairie.
Yes.
You know, and that's another 6 or 7 miles.
I think the two longest between the aid stations is 6 point. Well, you know what we just said.
Yeah.
6 point something, 7.5 according to Shae.
Yeah.
And then 7.1 on
Which is
if you look at
200.
the yeah.
to Pruitt.
Yeah.
So,
so
once you
7.
hit the Ross Prairie aid station, then you go into the berm.
Yep.
You run the berm, and it's about 7 miles to the Highway 200.
Did you say berm 2.0?
2.0. Now, I will tell you that of that 6 mile loop of the berm 2.0,
Yeah.
there is only about 2.5
not
miles of the deep stuff. It's not
Okay.
all. It's not 6 miles of the deep stuff.
No, it all sucks. I'm
But
not
it
gonna
does
lie.
suck.
Yeah.
When
It
you're 20
all-
miles in and you hit that, it's going to suck.
Well,
But
thank you.
then you're going to get to good aid stations
Yeah.
at
Thank
you.
200.
You have
Thank
some
you,
really
Shae.
good food and some
Yeah.
really good aid stations. They're going to be much better stocked.
Take your
this year.
Ziploc bag and
Yeah.
fill up with the goodies while you're at the
Yeah.
aid station. Take it with you.
Yep.
Pops, pickle pops. Is
I need
great.
to figure out what I can trust myself to rely upon at those aid stations. But I feel like I'm getting so picky at that point. I'm either doing something very good and trying to look and be ready for it, but also like I don't know how much. And see, this is the whole fueling thing.
Yeah.
Is like, what do I take? Do I overpack?
Yes.
No.
And just okay. See, because
I disagree.
you
You
get
should.
so
I'm a rely on the aid stations.
Shae ran across Florida 200
Yes.
with a 30-pound pack of crap that she did not need. So don't listen to her.
Joe, do you remember us going through her bag at freaking Vermont Heights? And she
Yes.
had, we're pulling this out, we're pulling this. And it just like, it was like a clown bag. We pulled it out and we just kept coming and it just kept coming and it
Yeah.
just kept coming.
so
And it
I
don't stop coming.
that's a perfect example because I over analyze it.
Yeah.
I will. Okay.
That pack will get
Oh my
heavy
gosh.
after 30 miles.
It
Yes.
will. Yeah.
But my wife, the poor thing, she's like, okay, so you're going when? Oh, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go at such and such time. An hour and a half later, I'm walking out the door because I have picked through everything that I have available in my pantry. And I'm trying to put together how much hydration, how many little water bottles I'm taking with me. Am I taking the full 1.5 liters?
Fill everything up
And-
with water.
Right. But see, last time, I think I took,
dropped it.
I had like 6-7 pounds packed in the pack I had.
Yep.
And I was so trying to obsess over how much fluid I had, hydration, that I ended up, it was so heavy.
You'll end up with,
It was
you'll end up with
just-
like 5 pounds of water if you're carrying a
Oh,
bladder and everything
absolutely.
else on
Yeah.
there too.
I even packed some of the smaller, like, 17 ounce.
How big's your bladder? Is it a 2 liter or
Like
liter?
the average human bladder, like how big is like 6 ounces?
No, like your
800 mLs. That's how
Oh,
much.
Shae knows.
That's about how much liquid they put in my bladder during the
Yes.
urodynamic test.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Well, my wife calls me tiny bladder, so I'm gonna guess that I can hold less than 800 mLs.
But your bladder on your,
okay,
your
so-
pack carries
yes.
1.5 liters or 2 liters.
The current one is 1.5.
Okay,
I
perfect.
That's a
think I
great
had-
size.
so that's
Yeah.
so fill
Perfect.
that up. Are you
Was
going
that
to
70
take
ounces or 50? So 50.
what?
It's a liter and a half.
It's 1.5 liters.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm an old school
It's
American.
it's
and
1,500 mLs.
Yes,
It's
thank
like
you very much.
50.
You keep giving me unnecessary
something or
information.
another.
Yeah.
I think it's 50 ounces.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Probably.
33 plus half of 33.9.
So yeah,
So that's,
it's 50. That's
close to 50.
40. That's 49.9.
Carry the
Welcome to the podcast of adults try and do math and do not do it
49.9.
successfully.
Carry the one.
So much water.
There's a decimal
So
there
much.
too. Anyway, but are you going to carry? So if you're carrying your bladder, right, and you're going to have water in it, I presume. Are you also going to carry
Like
something else
like a
for
soft flask
hydration?
for hydration for
So,
like electrolytes?
so perfect question, because that's right where I'm trying to officially decide. So I think
Decision made.
Yes.
You're going to be wearing your bladder. Your bladder is going to have water in it.
Okay.
You're going to have a front bottle
Right.
just for your electrolyte.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be my recommendation. Strong
So-
recommendation.
okay, but see, the bladder takes up. Okay, so I saw somebody that was carrying like the 3 little flasks. Like so,
Yes.
I've been carrying 3 flasks in place of the actual bladder.
you can do
Okay.
that.
You could do that too.
Okay,
That's fine.
and then my handheld.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, you're running with a
Go ahead.
handheld when you're already wearing a vest?
I don't even know how to run without a handheld. It's just become part of it. I'm serious. Like
just a natural
I
thing.
think it just gives me comfort
This
to
close,
have that in my
this
hand.
close don't change much.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
Yeah.
do what you
got
do.
And I just got a
Whatever you're
18 ounce.
comfortable with.
I know.
You know,
And
that's the important thing.
But I'm trying to listen and learn. So even what Shae's saying right now, like, but see, again, it's so late in the game with less than
Yeah.
2 weeks to go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Nope.
just got comfortable with the idea that I can refill these
Yes.
bottles
Yes.
easily. And also having the type of pack that I open at the top and you slide that thing off.
Yep.
It is so difficult for me to nail down.
Aid
Like
station
station
workers
crew.
will do that
Yeah.
for
Okay.
you.
Okay. That's a good point.
Yeah.
But it just, I fight that thing.
Just hand them your vest and tell them what you need.
Okay.
They will bring it back to you full.
But see, so I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, I don't want to have to.
Sorry, I keep
Yes.
my nervous
Your little squeezy thing.
my nervous squeezy thing. I
Yes.
keep dropping it on the mic. And Kevin just made fun of me for it.
I quietly made fun of you for it.
It's very funny.
But yeah, so that's what I'm trying to figure out, whether to have that water pack, because every time I've done a long run, I don't know, I'll say 12 or above, something like that. I will keep water in.
So let's think about
in a
this.
carry.
All right.
So-
And I'm not here to sway you in any way, shape,
No,
or
go
form.
for it.
Whatever you're comfortable with, you don't have to fill that bladder all the way up.
Yeah.
Let's say you have a liter in it, but you need to burp
Make
it.
sure you. I was gonna say make sure you burp it
Make sure
because
you burp it.
otherwise it
slosh,
slosh
crap
around
out of
slosh
it.
slosh slosh.
But-
Worst sound ever.
But I mean, just that's the way
Yes.
I
Yes, it is.
For me, it's easier to fill a bladder versus filling 3 handhelds or three flasks that you're going to be in your bag. In
See,
these
and
3
this
bottles.
is okay. And see, this is me overanalyzing again, because I'm like, okay, well, if I had something without spending another $100 on a new hydration vest right now,
You don't need anything else.
I hear you. I hear
Yeah.
you. But listen, where I'm going with this, the one I have, and you said I can get somebody to do it.
Yeah.
But that thing is a pain. So I'm like, man, if I could just get one with a twist off top,
yeah.
I'm like, man, I could just pop that open and refill that, and I'm good to go.
Then you
Takes
have to.
way less time.
Then you end up getting it cross threaded, and it's a pain in the butt to get.
Oh my
it
god,
open
I
again.
hate
So there's-
when a runner
yeah.
comes up with one of those. I'm like, oh,
It's like, get this thing out of here.
I hate filling
Yeah.
those up.
Yeah.
I mean, I
they're
do.
harder than the slide on ones. In my
So I should just make sure I'm prepped with whatever you guys are happy with. whenever I
you
come to your
just
aid
you
station.
just need to hand your pack and say, I need water in this, and
Well,
then you go and
hey
get
now.
food, and you eat food while they're filling your water. That's
Can I just like
how I do it.
say thank you, thank you, thank you?
Yes, of
Yes,
course.
of course.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Or just,
Yes.
Can
You're
I
gonna
get help
keep me
filling up
alive?
my water? And they will help you.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's true.
As long as there's not 20 people at the aid station.
All good
in
things.
there.
Yeah.
And honestly, you're helping me as I'm just sitting here.
But fueling is going
So-
to be a more important thing than that whole
Oh
thing.
my gosh,
Like,
you could. Yeah.
Every single aid
Like-
station, eat something.
eat something at every
Yeah.
one.
Every hour,
Yeah.
eat,
eat
something.
Yeah.
Every 100, at least 100 to 150 calories every hour, and you still
Yeah.
need to eat food just like you normally do breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You have to think about that.
are you going crude or screwed?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Do you have crew?
No, I.
So you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crude or screwed?
It's
Yeah.
it's self crewed.
Yeah.
Screwed.
It's not really a no. Most people don't have crew for
No.
races under.
No.
100
This race doesn't
miles.
need one.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
You've got plenty.
I've
of
never-
So many aid stations and so
Proof.
much help
There's
out there.
so much
Yeah,
stuff.
most of the people around me, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing such and such in a couple weeks or in a week or something, very last minute, or I signed up, and they're like, I'm sorry, you're doing what?
Yes.
And I tell them, and I'm like, they're like, you're stupid.
Well,
why would
ha-
you do that?
I have no doubt, because I've seen you run
trained or not trained, you're just a tough guy. You're going to do fine on this.
You'll be fine.
You know,
I appreciate
it's going to suck at points.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to have highs.
I
And
cried
that's
a lot.
kind of what makes it
What's that?
interesting.
I cried a lot. I did.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what makes it interesting. I think.
Well, that's the other thing. Mental game.
Yeah.
And this is my big opportunity challenge. My big challenge. This is my first true mental. I need to, because I don't have any. You know, we don't have pacers, right? At
Nope.
50, at the 50,
No,
at the 50.
there's no pacers.
So I'm not gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna have anybody else around me.
All right.
You'll find someone to run
yeah,
with.
You will. But here's my question:
Mm-hmm.
How much battery life do your headphones have?
I bought a charger.
Okay.
Okay.
I bought a portable
I didn't know
charger.
if you were going to buy like an extra set or what you
Yeah.
were going to do, or you
No,
were
no,
going to
no.
have the.
Thank
okay.
you. See,
Yeah.
you're awesome.
Because if you can't, because I can't stand being in my
Right.
head for runs a lot of the time. Races,
Yeah.
I'm fine with, but
Yeah.
regular runs, I
I'll
can't
be
be in my own
listening
head.
to the books. Tiffany will be like, "Did you get the whole book in?" I'm like,
You're
yeah,
gonna
I was-
listen
I
to
was
like
out there.
4
No,
books.
those
I was
books
out there
are
15 hours. I know.
Onyx Storm was like
I'm not
30
as-
hours.
Oh my
30
gosh.
hours.
It was so much.
That's so many hours.
It was a
So
lot.
good.
It's at least
I think
7.
I have 10 hours left of the book that I'm reading right now. Yeah, so that's a very good point because that's something I learned from that 18.
Well, you know,
mile run.
if you're running with your watch, and how long does the battery last on
Yeah.
it? You
so
know,
this thing outlasts everything else that I have. I need to concern myself with my phone and my
Headlamp.
headset. Yes, thank you.
Headlamp.
Yeah.
Lawton, how many races have we been to and you have not had a headlamp and we've had to give
I've
you
borrowed you a few.
Me too.
one? At least
I have
Yeah.
3 or 4.
2 from why do I keep thinking
He's just
Joe,
collecting
Jim?
them.
But yeah, kind of the anyway,
Headlamp.
James.
Headlamp.
huh?
James.
James. Oh my gosh, I said Jim. I'm like James. So that man he was there for Azalea.
He's always
Yeah.
got extra
Okay.
batteries and stuff with him. Yeah, James
man.
is a
I
trooper.
literally have I have two of those massive heavy. You know about this because you've given me 2. You've given me at least 1. So all of my headlamps,
They're all hand-me-downs.
they're either from Shae and James, or I think I've bought one on my own because I was trying to match the one that she gave me. I think. Anyway, thank you.
Bring them all.
You know what? I think at Walmart they've got those Energizer ones, and those are actually really
Yeah.
good.
I've got 2 of them brand new in the
think-
pack. I
Yeah,
have
was gonna
a
say, I think
handful
I
of
should
them.
buy some.
You should
headlamps
have
for our
some
aid
batteries.
station.
I have cheap ones that I just will carry with me to give away. If someone
Yeah.
shows up, I'm like, here it is. I don't want it back.
Yeah.
Just take it.
Yeah, James gave me one, and I couldn't be more thankful for that. It was just like heavier than my skull is.
Yes.
So it was kind of hard to keep in place. But
When we're done, I'll show you mine.
Okay, thanks.
My headlamp.
Yes.
I'll show you mine if you show me
No,
yours.
no. I knew you were going there. That's why I was like, headlamp.
So,
yeah, I learned
Man, this
the
thing's
phone,
hard to turn on.
the phone charger.
No.
Because, like I said, with 3.5 miles, see, I even know how far I was out. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I just had to
so
scarily get home.
what you're going to need to do: put your phone in battery saver mode.
Yes.
Okay.
Turn off.
Tell your wife she's not gonna be able to
turn
track
off
you the
certain
whole time.
notifications. Well, I mean, battery saver mode and
Yeah. Battery will
can-
still work with airplane. It's not airplane mode.
I can't send her like a Snapchat from the land bridge going, hey, look. I'm
I mean,
You
just
could.
turn it,
You
turn it,
could.
turn it,
To
To turn it back on, to turn it back off.
Yeah, because
Look
usually
where
with
I'm
long
at.
races, I'll that's what I'll do is I'll just put it in
Yeah.
a certain mode, and then when I want to check it, I can check it and not worry. But also, you're gonna have a drop bag at some point. Are there drop bags?
There are drop bags.
At Pruitt.
Yeah.
There are drop bags, and you're going to put your phone charger in a drop bag there.
Got it.
And then carry it with
Got
you
it.
for the second.
And we'll carry
And
it
your
on the way home.
headlamp is going to be in that drop
Yep.
bag.
Okay. Yeah. And see, that makes sense. And I was considering stuff like that already.
Spare pair of socks in that
But,
drop bag.
Yeah, absolutely.
Extra batteries.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Pizza. A whole pizza.
Oh, man.
A
We're gonna
whole
have- we're
large
Cheeseburgers.
pizza.
We're gonna have burgers.
Man, our aid station can be
But see,
lit up, bro.
see, so here's the thing. Like, how long do you stop for that? I'm looking
Oh.
forward to that. But then,
Depends
like,
on
Shae,
what
I've
your
heard
goal
you
for the
say
race is.
always say, I know. Well, first of all, to finish. But yes, I do have ideas in my mind.
Depends on what your goal is for the race.
Yeah.
We're not gonna call
But
you out
here's
on
the
your
thing,
goals right
like,
now.
Yeah.
if you're coming into the aid station, you've got a goal. Then you're just going to come in. You're going to see your drop bag. You're going to grab your and go.
You're gonna go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
will
yeah.
say this: last year, it was like a war zone. Last year, coming into Pruitt, okay,
Yeah.
because like it's deceptively difficult this race. It really is,
Yeah.
especially when you get.
Well, I mean,
past
you know
the burn.
our
Seriously.
trails.
Yeah.
I mean, it is tough. And
I've
there's
already
a-
learned sections that I like
Yeah.
compared to the ones that just kind of suck.
The section from 200 to Pruitt is very technical.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
a difficult
The
section.
sections that you like will be sucky so bad.
Yeah.
Whenever you're 30 miles in.
I know. I'm not gonna like.
I
anything
like this
at that
section.
point.
I
You
like
know,
this section. I like this.
The
section.
great thing, though, is
Yeah.
I mean, well, I don't know if this is good or not, but on the way back, once you cross 200, it's you go from 200 all the way to Lambridge on
Yeah.
the paved trail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're on the paved trail from 200 all the way back to Lambridge.
Right.
Yeah.
And I am excited. Well, actually, you were talking about I'm going to hate it at certain points. Like I've already figured out that just to get to the turnaround, quote unquote turnaround point,
Yep.
it's over a marathon in.
It's 30
Is it like-
miles.
yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Thank you. I figured that out.
Yeah, it's almost 30.
Yeah, so that's fun. So you guys are literally just helping me with multiple things just right now, just like
Yeah.
in the process.
Well, one of the interesting things, listen, we're going to release this podcast before the race, and there's
Yeah.
other people that are going to have the same
oh,
questions.
man,
questions.
so many
So,
suggestions.
yeah.
And questions. Yeah.
So eat early and often. Okay, fuel.
Yep.
Try to eat whole food, normal whole foods, as long as you can.
Okay.
Again, you don't have to take this advice if you don't want to.
No.
But some people that works well. Okay, if you start on goose and then you get to the point where I don't want to eat a goo anymore,
Right.
what are you going to eat? Because
Right.
if you can't keep a goo down, you're not keeping whole food down.
So literally, I have had. This is a little late in the game for me to change it and try to go for whole foods. But I want to. I want to do that. But at this point, I've had like the stroopwafels. I like.
Oh,
the,
yeah.
Those are good.
like
Yeah.
the salted caramel and honey and
Cheeseburgers.
all these things.
Eat a cheeseburger at every
So
stop.
different than what I'm saying. So
Yes, that's exactly what he said. Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. That's.
you're like in the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So So
I
the
love
gels,
running on a cheeseburger.
I
the
love a
waffle-
I
cheeseburger,
love
too.
a cheeseburger.
Yeah,
Give me
okay.
a cheeseburger. I used to carry like half a pizza in a Ziploc bag in the back of my pack.
Yeah.
Our friend,
And I would just eat it.
Okay.
Our friend
Yeah.
Susan Knudsen would go
Oh,
to
yeah,
McDonald's and buy a bunch of cheeseburgers
Yes.
for the long run. So she would show up. One day she gave me one,
Yes.
and it was amazing.
Yeah.
So for my long runs, I always have McDonald's cheeseburgers. Now,
Oh.
I
matter
do
of
like
fact,
a good cheeseburger.
I went out to do the 30K section of the Two Prairies
Yeah.
with Michelle Marino.
Yeah.
We was just doing a little course run with her and Anastasia and Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tyler, that's the one he says he sucked so bad. I forgot to bring my food with me. I left it sitting on the counter at my house and have none of my nutrition with me.
Yeah.
And so I get to the Juniper Prairie, Juniper Springs turnaround.
Yep.
And Michelle had made some cheeseburgers of her own, had brought them with her. She gave me half a cheeseburger.
Oh, man.
It saved my day.
Yeah.
I'm not
Hey,
saying
listen.
to eat a cheeseburger, but
See, there's your you just did. There's your mental game, by the way. It raises your spirits. You said that just changed you,
It changed my game.
and so
So-
it made you
Another thing.
cheered you
Carl.
up. For
I
lack
was
of a
going to
better way
say,
put it.
when you go into aid stations, go into aid stations and fake it till you make it and pretend you're happy.
super happy.
Because even
Always
if
smile.
you feel like crap,
Yeah.
and you come in and you're smiling and you're like, "Hey guys, have a great day," blah
Yeah.
blah blah. You will feel better,
And we're gonna
and it
pump
will
you
make
full of
them feel
energy.
better. And
See-
then you know what? A minute later, you can be sad again, but
You said you're going to pump me full of energy. I'm going to try not to be like, shut up, Kevin.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I would do. With
Everybody
Kat.
I
does
love
that
you, but if
anyway.
you could just shut
That's
up, that'd
okay.
be great.
Yeah.
I'll have
But
I
no,
will have a megaphone.
You're
just so
100%
aware.
right. Yeah, you'll have a
I will have a megaphone.
I don't
He
think
like he
need
needs one. Like
but-
he's got a big enough mouth without
Yes.
He's good.
We're gonna
He's
be
good.
lit up.
Awesome. It's
gonna be great.
And I'm going to hate you.
it. Yeah, I've wanted
But
to
I'm going to
reach-
appreciate you.
You're
I've
gonna
wanted to
appreciate
reach through and slap him a few
Yeah.
times.
That's fine. You
It's
can.
okay.
If you okay, I'm gonna say this. If I hear you say "Let's go"
Oh, it's happening.
one more time, oh my gosh, the whole world, I know, and you're gonna do it 1,000 times that day,
1,000
at
times,
least,
at least.
But the whole world is saying "Let's go," and I'm just like,
They stole it from him.
They did.
I think so because I think I heard you really start throwing that around a lot first, and then I started hearing it all across
The world.
the media.
I have a hat
across
that
the
says
world.
"Let's go."
And so thank you. Yeah, well, I'm sure there's everything that you probably
You should have patented
wrote
it.
it on the side of your shoes or something. You probably mouth it just Yeah, so I just mouthed that. But so I'm trying to. Also, this past week I broke in a new pair of shoes.
Ooh, what are you running in?
Okay, I'm excited. The Challengers.
Okay, Hoka Challenger.
That's a good shoe.
Yeah, the
It's a
Hoka
great
Challenger.
shoe.
And I've been trying to find something
Yep.
that's not overly rigid,
Yep.
but very cushiony. Like
I think the
I'm used to.
Challenger would be a really good shoe for this course.
Yeah.
You know what? I've loved it.
How many miles you ran in them right now?
So I did this whole weekend in it. So I've got 32.
Well, that
trail.
the shoe's not so aggressive to really work you.
Well,
And-
it's an all-terrain shoe.
yeah,
so
and then
can
once
go-
and it's not going to kill you when you get to the asphalt.
Right. And they
know?
see perfect because they, after listening to Peter and talking to Peter and stuff and looking into it online, it is supposed to be a very good hybrid shoe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
So it's good for trails, but it's also, you can take it to the road.
You don't need a
and
super
run some.
aggressive trail shoe
Right.
in our Florida
No.
running.
No,
And
it's not.
but then again, on the other side, like a road shoe, you could run trails in Florida,
And
but it's not enough.
I was doing it in a Clifton in the trails, but there are parts where you need something more than a slick bottom of your shoe.
Yeah.
When you get to the berm 2.0, you're gonna wish that you had.
Hey, listen, last year a whole bunch of people ran it barefoot. They just their shoes
their
got
shoes
so
off.
full of sand, they just took shoes
Right.
off.
Which what was that 30K that there was? Oh man, there's so many of them. I know, guys, but I think it was one of the Skunk Apes in the summer.
Oh yeah, the berm
a
1.0.
couple years ago. Yeah, legit.
Yeah.
I hated life that night.
Oh.
Again, I got to 14. I don't know. It's just this magical number. I got to 14 and just hit the wall. Like that was a very.
So
that
on
was one of
the
my.
Skunk Ape 30K course that he has down in Age City, that every time I get to that mile 15 where I
Yeah.
get onto that dirt road, it kills me every single flipping
love
time.
that dirt road, though.
It kills me. I die there every single time.
And we're talking about finding people to get alongside with and people to support and
Yeah.
everything that'll help you through a run like that. At the last couple miles, matter of fact, Kevin, you passed me there. You passed me at that aid station, man. And just to make a point, I'm pretty sure I was pretty far out in front of you.
You were.
And then I don't know that for
You
sure. I
were
wasn't looking
you were
back.
very far in front
But
of me. You were a
I-
couple miles ahead of me.
Probably.
Yeah.
And then I felt okay, and then that just drained me.
Hmm.
And I got to that aid station, which I think it was like 14 miles,
Yep.
something like
Mm-hmm.
that. And I just had to convince myself to keep going. And for whatever reason, that was not my night either.
Yep.
And I ended up coming into contact with like a couple miles left. There were a couple people around me, and this awesome lady who I've never met her before. We ended up kind of pacing alongside of each other. And at the very end, before you hit the open field to
Yep.
finish, there was a big water
Crossing.
crossing.
Yeah,
I guess
right
we'll
there.
cross it,
Yeah.
even though it's not like something you could cross it with. So, just kind of slushed through that,
Yeah.
through that thing. And having her there, just kind of like, you got this. Come on, man, keep going. I didn't want to keep going. I mean, I just wanted to walk the rest of that field. But we just encourage and support each other, and that's the awesome running community, especially, well, in general. I'd say, I don't want to say especially trail, but in general.
I'll
that's-
say it, especially trail.
Yeah.
I mean, you see it more often in trail than you do road.
Yeah. Right.
Well,
In my opinion.
I think it's going to be super cool to see you finish a 50 mile, and you're going to now have a new distance you can talk about. You can,
Oh, yeah.
you can talk. I mean, let's go to your coworkers, your patients. Like, I
Hey.
did 50 miles.
Seriously,
you got
man.
that to throw into
It's,
the.
it's something to be excited about. It's
Yeah.
so I'm excited.
You
to,
you were part of the less than 1%.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You already are, but you're going to be even
True.
Yeah.
Even a smaller
yeah,
percentage.
smaller percentage.
Yeah.
We're excited to watch you. We're excited. We're excited to cheer you on and,
Yeah.
and crew you.
No pressure.
At the aid stations and stuff.
So, do you think you got anything you want to do after Skunk Ape 50?
Sorry, Kevin. Can you carry 170 pounds to the?
Yeah,
Joe?
absolutely,
Joe?
I can.
Yeah. You
I'll
can
make a
squat
little.
that
I'll make a little
50 times.
papoose for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Papoose.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sorry I interrupted you, Joe.
No, you're good.
so, yeah.
Anything you want to do after the Skunk Ape 50?
You get 100,
That's-
100 miles.
I want to. Not yet.
Okay.
I'm telling myself next year for the 100.
Okay.
I as of right now, we'll see how the 50 turns out.
Yep.
And I'm continuing. We're talking about pacing earlier, and I'm trying to not get ahead of myself.
Sure.
Even though, because I do that. and I'm trying not.
We all do
trying to
that
say-
sitting at this table
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So we understand.
So I'm trying to say, okay, 50 this year, did my 50K last year. Maybe next year I will properly train, give myself like 6 months at least.
Yeah.
Like you should for a 100. I mean, that's some serious commitment, and do that next year. This year I had to miss the Space Coast this past, Thanksgiving weekend. I was already registered. I literally lost all the money. I didn't work enough to try to get like another replacement or something like that. But I was ready to go, and I was very excited about doing the Space Coast, and I didn't get to go just for some family situations last year. So I would like to just, for the sake of it, I want to go do it.
What's your fastest marathon time?
It's not fast.
I mean, you say
No,
that,
no,
but it's
no,
probably
no,
faster
no,
than
no,
me.
no. It's 4:37.
Oh, that's
That's
pretty
fast.
fast. Yeah.
Nice.
That's an hour faster than mine.
That's faster than mine. I just did my PR and it was
Yeah.
like 4:40.
I was like
Okay.
five. I was like
So- okay.
5:23.
Good job.
So
Yeah.
you're like an hour ahead of me.
Yeah.
Well,
That's pretty fast.
Yeah.
okay, thank you. I mean, but see, I'm looking at numbers, Shae.
You're obsessing on those numbers.
Oh, I know paces, every pace. I know every mileage. I know.
Here, you know what the most
Tiffany's
important
so
thing.
tired of hearing me talk about.
So my advice is
She's
this.
probably like, and you probably got, you're going to have taper tantrums starting
oh,
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So my advice is
Yep,
this:
yep.
is forget all of that and have fun.
Yeah, I know.
That's the most important.
No, and it's very important to hear that.
Yeah.
And I'm
Because it doesn't matter. You got 36
Right.
hours to finish this race.
And-
It
and
does
that's true.
not
It's
matter.
true.
And the only person that's going to care about that pace strategy is you.
yeah, and see, I'm trying to tell myself, I'm trying to back myself all the way to finish. Finish 50, because nobody's going to ask me about what my pace was. Not unless you get in some hardcore honest
Non-runners,
conversation.
non-runners are going to think that your 20-hour 50-miler
they're
was
gonna-
really
that's
fast.
the coolest thing ever.
You
That's
ran
so
the
fast.
whole time doing
right.
that,
Yeah.
not realizing that that's like a 10 hour
Yeah,
50
yep,
50
right.
miler.
You mean if I do it in 36, right? 36 hours? Yeah.
They will be so impressed.
I know.
You could literally walk to Pruitt, sleep at our aid station for 8 hours, and walk back and
Yeah.
still finish in 36 hours.
So
You literally could do
yeah,
that.
I don't want to.
I don't want you to do that either. But
We
I'm
will
just
not
saying,
let that happen.
Yeah.
that
And
you
you
put-
said let's not talk about pace, but I kind of want to do it. Anyway, never mind. I was going to say kind of 15, but I really should have no expectations.
It's good to have a plan.
yeah.
No, it's good to have an ABC
I
goal.
think
I mean,
that's
I want to go.
realistic. That's
I want to go less than 15. I have other numbers in my mind, but
Yeah.
I should not.
I wanted to. I
it's-
wanted to do it in 12, and I
Yeah,
did not meet
yep,
my
yep.
goal either.
Yeah.
So, but don't beat yourself up
I
about
understand.
it.
In
because
12
it happens.
12, I know all the numbers. I know all the splits. I know
Yeah.
exactly what I have to do 12. But I also realize that just like anything else, you need to plan
Yeah.
on at least something going wrong.
Yeah. You never know what's going to happen day up.
That's true.
Expect something to not go right so that you can be able to figure it out.
Well,
To problem
and-
solve.
and
That's,
you
that's
will
all
be-
ultra running is, problem solving.
You won't be alone, but you will be alone for a lot of this course.
I hear you, yeah.
But if you run into emergencies, there are people out there that can
Yeah,
help you.
yeah.
If you run into something you can't figure out, if your brain is so fogged, I'm a foot guy. If you're starting to have a pain in your foot and
Yeah.
I can't walk no more,
Send Joe your
Yeah.
foot pics.
stop someone and let them
There
know.
are none for a reason.
Let
Okay.
people know. Don't suffer through the thing if you don't have to needlessly
Understood.
suffer through the thing.
Yeah.
What kind of socks are you wearing?
What are the thickest ones? I have a pair of those like
Like Injinjis or Balegas?
no, I don't do the toe socks.
Okay.
And those are all Injinjis, right?
They are.
Injinjis.
Injinjis
Most
are all
right.
those.
Right.
That's what we're all running.
Well, I can't. At
people
least
can.
not to this point. I have not.
They have like
trained with those.
was it Swiftwick? They make shoes.
Fit sock.
Fit sock.
Okay.
Balega.
So Balega.
Uh-huh.
I have two pairs. The thickest one, I can't. They make a real thick one.
They
too,
do.
Balega.
Yeah.
So I have one of those that feel great. I like those a lot. But I also have two of the slightly thinner Balega.
Are they like synthetic or are they like merino wool?
Good question.
You don't know.
That's a
So
good question.
other
a
advice
running sock- it's a
is
running
take
sock.
extra socks with you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've
Scratch back.
already. So another one of my training runs. See, these are all things that you're supposed to do to work stuff out, right?
That's right.
I went out for the 18. I did. No, okay. So I did 20 last weekend, and what I did was I started at Santos Trailhead. I went out 2.5, came back. There was 5. I went out 2.5. So I did like laps.
Okay.
And that was one of the biggest things that helped me learn, because I went back to my vehicle. It poured 2 Sundays ago.
Yeah.
3 Sundays
Yeah.
ago. I was soaked through head to toe while I was out there on the trail. Nobody's out there. And so I went back to my vehicle, and I had that's one of my big pet peeves you will hate, is just soaked through socks and shoes.
Yeah, I hear you.
So I brought a pair of.
I get that in dry weather.
Yeah. Once I got my my fresh socks and shoes on, man, I was a different person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So it's
then
important to
I was
think
good.
about.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
What about taping your feet? You gonna tape your feet? Have you had any practice with taping your feet?
No.
Have you had any problems?
I've taped a lot of other
Do you
people.
have blisters? Do you have blisters? at all?
Okay, so I almost feel like I'm going to jinx myself, but I've never had problems
Okay.
with blisters.
That's good.
And the whole rest, I know,
Yeah, knock on wood.
the whole rest of the world.
Yeah.
I feel
Some people don't.
For people,
Lube?
Like-
You lube it all?
yeah,
You
no,
lube? No?
Well, okay.
You grease the crease?
What is it called that we use all the time? Not the foot. The
Trail toes,
Crisco.
no,
Vaseline.
no, the
Lard.
main one that you get in the little canister.
Usually,
Body Glide. Body Glide.
Okay.
I use the heck out of that.
Okay.
Because I'm just destined to. That's where I.
Yeah, it's where you're comfortable.
That's, where
That's
I
what you
chafe.
know.
Right, and that's what I use is the Body Glide.
Okay.
So I'm going to carry an extra little one with me.
So trail toes will be offered at the aid
Okay.
stations.
Okay.
So there will have trail toes at aid stations. So if you do get some hot spots or some lubing,
Yes.
It's good for all your stuff.
it's-
If you get some chafing,
you know,
anything.
even your undercarriage and
Yep.
thighs, things like that. You
exactly.
can lube those things.
Those are mine.
Sometimes my pack rubs in the back. a lot of
Yes,
times.
yes,
So
yep.
so pre-lubing that.
Okay.
Just
And I literally hadn't thought about that yet because I tried wearing one of the belts, one of the
Oh,
supply belts and
yeah.
stuff. But see,
if you wear those for too long, they shift a lot.
let's just say right now,
Yeah.
I have a chafing spot on my
Yeah.
my back right
Low
now.
back
because,
chafe.
because I wore it yesterday for the 17, and that's the second or third time that's happened. But yeah,
So if you plan to do something like that, you would either lube it or tape it.
yeah,
Throw
yeah.
KT tape
Yep.
on it.
So, and I need some good tape because I've done a lot of taping for other people. Did I tape you, Kevin, at all?
I don't.
We talked
maybe.
about it.
I think
but,
we've talked about it a few times.
Yeah, Bill.
I think you taped my
his
IT band a few
fasciitis and
times.
stuff. Yeah, I think we tried
Yeah,
that. That's
you
a
did.
tough one
It
to
is,
do.
yeah.
Because also you need to have like a smooth surface and it needs to be dryish.
Yep.
But if you get some really good tape, then it'll make up for some of that.
Yep.
But no, I have not taped my feet. I've taped my ankles a lot in the past. That's a whole nother subject.
Like some
not touching
like,
on. But
flexor tendonitis type stuff.
I've sprained my ankles so many times.
I have a board. I have a thing. I'll show you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See, there's all kinds of things I could do, but that's actually part of the years that I spent trying to heal from
Yeah.
ankle sprains. That forced me out of the game for a while, so I could
Gotcha.
heal and get my mind right again.
Interesting.
Was I was injured for a couple years with those, so I was taping my ankle quite a bit, but I just wasn't resting.
Well, I can see that. I just don't. I mean, things like that. I don't know what taping is going to do for 50 miles.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
that's a big question mark if you've never done it before.
Plus, out in the middle of all that, I mean, how do you have time or whatnot to
Make time for it if you
disrobe
have
a
to.
little bit?
You make time for it if you
and
have
Make
to.
dry
time.
it off and do
You
all
make
that.
time.
Yeah, if you're forced into that situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're in an aid
Yeah.
station and
If you
your
have to,
your
then
stuff's
you have
wrecked,
to. Yep.
you got to pull over. And,
So see, here we're back to drop bags.
yeah, I mean, it's important to carry that stuff,
Yeah.
but a lot of the aid stations
Will have some.
are going to have seasoned individuals
Okay. Yeah.
that know what they're doing
Right.
in those areas.
Yeah.
So I will say that for sure.
Okay. All good stuff.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, man. It's been really fun to chat with you about your
Yeah.
history. I appreciate the fact that I know more about what you can provide to me too. So whenever I get hurt, I
Yeah.
know who I can call, man, because we all end up with some kind of injury. But
Oh, yeah.
thanks for sharing your knowledge, and I know you do a lot for our community. People around here in the Ocala area know that if I'm feeling a pain some kind of way, we'll call Lawton. So,
Right. I just I really want to help. I really honestly do just want to help folks. It's not about anything else. It's just like I care about it. So it's the family, like you
Yeah.
said, community.
Yeah.
You just want to help others because you've been there and done that kind
That's
of thing.
right. Sure.
So I'm just it's awesome to have like the Marion County Runs group and everything.
Yeah.
Over the years, to have I've watched it explode.
I was going to say, you were one of the OG
I feel
5 people.
I feel like I was
Like,
right
way
there.
back.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Yep.
And I've watched it explode.
2018,
It's crazy.
2019.
Well, and this gives us the same platform to help people like you
Yeah,
that don't
absolutely.
know about 50s and other people who are listening to this that don't know what to do or have questions.
Yeah.
And it gives us the outlet to do the same
So yeah,
thing.
so community is so important.
It is.
Like, support.
Yes.
And honest concern, honest friends that
Yeah.
you make too. Not just like, hey, so what's his name? I mean, yes, it happens a good bit, but honestly, you care for other people too.
That's true. Yeah.
So the test is like testing your connections to people. Who would you be comfortable hugging for at least 5 seconds? Like
I will hug anyone for 5
I was going to say, don't start me on that. Anybody who knows me close is like, okay, he's hugging.
All right, I'm done. I'm done. It's like you try to pick up a cat and you hold it and it's trying to get away from you and it's like
It's like, I'm sweaty. You're going to give every reason you can think of.
I
I'm
will
sweating.
absolutely wash your feet, take care of them, tape them, drain them,
Yeah.
do whatever the stuff that no one else wants to touch.
Joe,
Oh, yeah.
you rubbed my knee when it hurt so bad at
I will do
Tampa.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God, it felt so good.
I will do it
It felt so good.
all day long.
I'm not lying. That felt so good.
So I did want to bring up, speaking of our community, we got to see Keith and Rochelle.
We did, yeah.
Oh.
So I had a 5-hour run on my schedule for Saturday, and I was just like,
So you ran into my cuz out there?
I saw him out there. So
Which
I
I'm
was
friends
just
with them too.
not wanting to.
I've worked on Keith before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, a couple
Yeah.
times. Yeah.
Nice.
because I know
Awesome
he's got
guy.
some
Awesome
foot
guy.
issues.
Yep.
Even though it may
He's got the same issues I got.
yeah,
We
all
broke.
those kind of problems.
We broke bros.
But I was like, I've got a 5-hour run and I just don't want to run the same old, like, yeah, I can run around Ocala. That's fine. But I was like, I just wasn't feeling it. So on Monday, I'm like, okay, let me go to running in the USA and see what races are happening this weekend. And I found one that was the Monopoly run. And I love Monopoly. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm signing up for this. So it was a half marathon.
There's a reason nobody in this room will play Monopoly with you.
Yes. Never play. I
we
value
will-
friendships
we will
and I
beat
do
you.
not play. No.
We will
Nope.
beat you, Shae.
Nope.
You will lose.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm.
Yeah. I haven't
We
played
will
that.
never play Monopoly. There will never be any Monopoly
My
played.
memory limits me to certain games. I'm like, Tiffany, she's like, honey, she's like, you just went through all the rules. I'm like, I don't remember. She's like, okay, let's do this again.
I've learned to play Wingspan several times.
Oh god,
and I have
that
not
game
got
is
it yet.
So horrible to play. It's fun, but it
has
takes
so many
forever.
rules. If you go to YouTube and watch the rules, it's like an hour-long video.
If I've got to watch a video for an hour before I play the game, I don't want to play the game. Give me a game that I can play quickly and be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I signed up for the Monopoly run on that Monday, and I was like, okay, well, I've got a 5-hour run. I'll go ahead and do like a fun sightseeing thing. So I look on Google. I'm like, okay, good, downtown Orlando routes. So I found a route that basically went, downtown, and then it went to like a sculpture garden, like all these different places on the Orlando Urban Path, I think it was. So I did that, and I did that loop, and then came back and I did the race, and it was really fun. It was
I got to pet a
great
cat.
race. I pet a cat too.
I saw that.
Yeah.
And he pet a cat.
It was the same cat, but
Same
hours
cat,
later.
but hours and hours later. Yeah. So I did that route in the dark, and it was really nice, but apparently it's even better.
Oh, it's great. It was
The
fun.
day.
I had such a great time. I went down the slide. Mm-hmm. It was great.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like the slides.
It's like, wee.
Yeah. But yeah, I just had a really fun day. It was such a nice way to kind of change it up when you have to do a long run. So now, I've got another 5-hour run this coming Saturday. So now I'm like, okay, I already looked at running in the USA, and there's no races, but I'm going to try and find something new and novel that I can do. Actually, I'm going to do it on Friday just because I got plans on Saturday. But
Yeah.
now I've got to find this fun new novel run that I'm going to do on Friday.
Right.
Ooh, speaking of fun new novel runs, there's a run coming up very soon in May.
So run coming up in May.
Yeah, we have got actually.
What
we
is the
have,
dress code?
well, there's a couple of runs that are coming up. So if you haven't heard about it, there's a 5 Pints of Life. It's a beer marathon. So it's in Gainesville.
Other one that you really need to put on your calendar is the Caliente Bear Dare.
Caliente Bear Dare.
You can dare.
It's a naked 5K.
Yep.
Okay.
You can wear as much or as little clothes as you want.
Can I run around my house inside my house like that? And
It's a whole resort.
If you wanted,
they
you
have
do
pools
whatever you
there.
want.
It's a lot of
virtual
fun.
from my
It really is a lot.
my house. Let's
So and then
the shades shut.
The
and
next
everything.
the next weekend, which I just signed up for, is Laura Bradley with Florida Running Tours just confirmed and is put out there. And there's spots still available if you're listening to this.
You have to reach out to her. She's not publishing it.
Yes.
Correct. It is not being published, but you have to reach out to her directly, and she's given us permission to go ahead and kind of quote unquote advertise here for her. But it is.
I get to cross something off my 40 before 40 list.
It is supporting Single Mother's Day. It is a strip club run. So we're going to be running in Tampa.
Good for you.
And we're going to be going to a couple of strip clubs, and there's some historical stuff in there, and then some hanging out at the strip club.
Historical
There's some
stuff.
old boobs. There's some old boobs right
So
there.
I have on my 40 before 40 list is go to a strip club.
Yes.
And like everybody's like, oh yeah, you can make that happen anytime. I'm like, no, I don't know what it is. I've just been waiting. And then now all of a sudden there's a running strip
That is
club tour.
hilarious.
It's like there is nothing more
perfect.
perfect.
That is
Yeah.
good for you. Make that happen.
So I'm so excited. I'm gonna go get so many ones.
Oh, no.
I mean, have
Forget
so
you're supposed
many
to
ones.
actually run too. So
Yeah. Oh, no.
you're just gonna go hang out at these.
How sweaty are we? Oh, who's going to be sweatier, us or them? Ooh, how much glitter is going to stick?
Oh, I'll pre-glitter. Don't
Separate
worry.
subjects, right?
I'll
These are-
pre-glitter.
So much more time would have to go into all that.
Yeah, we
How many
probably
ones?
should
How
go
much
into that
glitter?
later.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
So anyway, if you want more information on that, just send us a DM. I'll send
Yeah.
you some information.
Yeah.
What about you, Joe?
Listen, things are going good for me in the gym. I'm lifting weights.
I lifted weights,
starting
too.
to carve my muscles back up again. This weekend, my younger self, Joe Miller, came to visit for the weekend after he got through doing the turtle trot, and spent the weekend camping out and hanging out. Had some good social time with my younger self.
He's doing the 100 at Skunk Ape.
Yes.
Yeah, he is doing the 100-mile. I went out today and ran 10K through Marshall Swamp and looking
Yeah,
at
so
some.
if you follow them both on Strava like I do, I scroll down and I see Joe Miller ran with Joseph Miller.
It's very funny.
Delightful.
But just working on my fitness, y'all,
Fitness taco.
in my mouth.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. Make sure to like us on Facebook and Instagram. Visit our website, www.where'sthefinishpodcast.com. And because Lawton wants to hear it.
Let's go.
So
Is that a squeezy?
Yeah.
yeah, and that's a
there's a
squeezy too.
Lego
It'll
here.
give me something.
If you want to
Yes,
squeeze, you want to squeeze that. That's a
Not
good one
even
too.
kidding.
Yeah.
Did I just
No.
take your?
No, it's
No, you're good.
They're community.
There should be another one too. There's
You
another
can try
Lego.
that one. That's a good
That is
squeezy.
100% what I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there should be two.
Yeah, where's
Legos.
the
the,
Lego?
the other one broke.
What?
It
Yeah.
broke?
It broke.
I've
I
had
like
those
these.
for
Let me touch
10
the Lego.
years.
It broke.
Let me squeeze.
We
the
squeezed
Lego.
it and it went.
Oh, that's so
apart. I
sad.
was like, oh no.
What I like better.
It broke.
I like the square.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hi.
Hi.